Pollo. Pollo. Cocodrilo. Cocodrilo.
Because their descriptors kind of make normal sounding sentences or titles
Indeed.
when they're in their language, but when they're converted to English, then we have to like put in all those descriptors in our own words.
Makes,
and it sounds
makes
a
as
lot.
much sense as anything else.
Yeah.
So
We love
yeah,
translations.
hello everyone. Hope you're
Oh
ready
God,
for
we're on.
more Raincode.
Hello. I'm gonna be a himbo. I'll bring in more viewers
Oh, okay.
by being attractive.
You can get to the church from Kamasaki district. Time is short.
Got it, Halara.
Right, we're on an adventure.
Yeah, we're like halfway through in like a
Come on, over here.
an investigation.
Yay.
Let's hurry to the church.
We previously, you know, examined the crime scene at the clock tower. Now we're gonna go look around, look at some of the past crime scenes from the Denouement.
I feel also like Turbo and debt to Halara now.
Oh yeah, 5 million and change Xian, which is
5.8
enough for a
million.
luxury
The
car.
Denouement urban legend originated at this church.
There aren't any ghosts here, are there? It's safe, right?
I do like the bit of Shinigami being afraid of ghosts.
It's a good bit.
What's the matter, Halara?
I hate churches.
Me
I
too.
find them devoid of value.
Me too, bestie.
Huh?
Real.
Why is that?
I do like that every character has their own, like, glowy aesthetic. It's like, you know, Yuma's got his glowy boots and it's like the little cape from his raincoat. Then
Because
Halara just has
prayer
her
is obviously
fucking
inferior
glasses.
to payment. Just look
Very
at
cool.
the tragedies the city has seen. There is no God to save you. The lost lamb should look to detectives for help instead, don't you think?
I
Okay.
don't know about that. Depends on the individual.
Forget it. For now, let's talk to the people around the church.
Will they even listen to us?
They
No.
can't say no. if
Halara
we say
really
we're an
was like,
assignment
God
for
is
the
dead, money
peacekeepers.
rules the world.
Yeah, pretty much,
Is
yeah.
it okay to lie like that?
Whether it's okay or not is secondary. Our priority is to solve the case. In order to achieve that, deception is at times required. Now, let us educate those who are here that their true savior isn't beyond the rain clouds.
Okay.
Oh,
you guys
yeah,
look weird.
these guys.
What is it you wanted to speak about?
I've already spoken to the peacekeepers a bunch of times. How many times do I gotta say it?
Hasn't the culprit already been arrested?
Well, I don't mind. I have time to talk.
How long are you going to stand around like some tombstone? Our time is short. Why do you think we've gathered them here?
Oh, yeah. We have to question them, right?
It's your move.
Brilliant.
Play your card.
Do I really have to do this?
Yuma,
I guess Halara
please.
seems intent on being the assistant.
In my opinion, it'd go much faster if Halara did this, Master.
But I
Like,
have to
sometimes
do it.
Yuma is
No
like
point in wasting time
very
thinking about it.
astute,
Yo.
like to a fault.
And sometimes
Notices
he's
things
just
that-
dumb as a sack of bricks.
Like, it is infuriating.
I'm sure.
Come on.
We can chalk it up to like decision paralysis.
Honestly, I can relate to that.
Because he is an anxious little boy. Pog.
Might go down here, because I'm pretty certain there's something back here. on the trees.
What is it?
Ah,
Hell.
can't believe this.
I'm sure.
Come on.
Yeah. Surprised, this game's usually pretty good about not having the same descriptive text on 2 items.
Hi, Tiki.
Hey, Tiki.
Oh!
Our time is short.
You'll speak to them all eventually anyway. Just talk to them one by one.
And you are...
Also,
I do the
can I
odd
just, like,
jobs like
note something?
cleaning around the
That
church.
it's
I also
been
care for the
pissing me off a
poor.
couple of times.
Do you know anything
Specifically
about the mailman?
with Yuma's deductions and a few other
I
people.
often patrol the
Um,
woods, but
One,
I'm usually
detectives have
asleep
fucking
at night.
superpowers in this world.
Yep.
When morning comes
I'm
around,
fucking
there are
infuriated
dolls
that
nailed to
he
the
looked at that
trees.
window and was like,
tough to
a
clean
person
all of
couldn't
them up.
survive that.
Yeah,
How
well,
do you know, you freak?
well, you know. Also, thank you, Wolfen, for the bit. Hello.
I've
Welcome in, Wolfen.
never seen the mailman himself. But
And
I've seen people
the
enter
second
the
thing
forest plenty
is
of times.
this whole interaction is a little bit weird where everyone's like,
You thought at first that I was injured.
well, where
Opened the door
Hilara's
to the
talking to
toilet.
Yuma is like, God isn't real. The Shinigami's right there, and Yuma's just like, I don't know.
I have, but they typically
Like,
go
even if
around.
there isn't a god, you
Somewhat
have a death
surprised.
god next to you.
Y- well,
Well behind.
to be fair, she doesn't know anything about the Death God, and also, you know, we can't tell
Yeah, yeah.
her.
I'm mostly mad at Yuma
Well, you know.
because his
Because
deductions
he
are
could just
very
be
normal.
like, well, there's probably some gods around, you know.
I
Yeah,
chase
his
after them
deductions
to
are
give
very
them back
normal,
their dolls.
despite everything
Well,
around him
never
being very
fast enough.
abnormal.
Mm-hmm.
They always get away.
That makes sense with a body like that.
I understand. Thank you very much.
Homie doesn't know
Did you just call
anything.
him fat?
Well,
Well,
Pros.
well,
are you the priest of this church?
That's right. My family has served this church for many
Pollo.
generations.
Pollo.
Though I only became a man of the cloth in recent
Pollo.
years,
Oh, yeah.
the blood of mothers spanning centuries towards me. Thus, my existence is but a piece of the eternal prayers of God. That is my mission, as the divine has guided me to do.
Cocodrilo. Cocodrilo.
Sure seems proud to
Fucking
be a
Hilo.
Not welcome. Every time.
Do you know about
It is
the
like-
mailman?
The best.
Of course. I have no idea how that rumor spread around. Perhaps it was even started by a wish made by those
This guy
seeking
did it.
salvation, which created the fantasy of the nail.
Wow, you're calling the shot already, huh?
Salvation? The people of this city must be crazy if they look to the mailman for salvation.
Hey, that actually sounds kind of cool. I know how they feel. I want to tie you up and go to a world where it's just you and me, Master.
Excuse me?
Isn't it basically already like that?
Shrug.
Dude, why is she so
you are-
horny?
What are you, blind? I'm a nun, obviously. You got so.
Oh, we love the angry nun
Yup.
Nowhere.
archetype.
How busy
Wait,
I
she has
am
cat
with choir
ears.
practice. I'll kill your ass in the name of God.
Sorry.
She's the type my master has trouble with. I'll have you know, my dad
Doesn't he
is
have
a higher
trouble with
up
everyone?
at
Yeah,
Amaterasu
well.
Corporation. I don't care if you're on a mission from the Peacekeepers. If you piss me off, Papa will make you regret it.
Right. I'd just like to ask some questions. I'll keep it quick. Do you know anything about this mailman?
You mean the guy nailing up dolls? Well, I have seen someone going into the forest late at night. Whenever I've gone into the forest afterward, I usually find dolls nailed to the trees. The dolls have names written in what looks like blood. It's creepy as hell, really. In other words, it's totally metal.
Hell yeah, sister.
Hell yeah!
By the way, what happened to your right hand? Did you get hurt?
This is gonna piss her off.
Yeah, probably.
It's a little too accusatory of you, Yuma. Mr.
Hey,
fucking
don't
Cocoa
stare.
Head.
It's nothing. I went a little overboard while practicing an instrument.
Instrument?
That is a lie.
I'm working on this new thing I call death metal choir.
Hell
I
yeah.
was messing around on the bass and, well, you know.
Is that your
I
dominant
know?
hand?
What kind of question is that? You want to die or something?
Oh,
It is her dominant hand. I'm sure of it.
It's the hand she always slaps me with. Then who the hell are you?
excuse me, but you are...
Do you even have to ask? You know who I am.
Now,
No.
Huh? No, I think today is the first time we've met.
What? You're investigating the Nailman and you don't know who I am?
What's that supposed to mean?
This must be the clergy member on the report who was the first to find the body.
Yeah, that's right. I was the first on the scene.
Right, it was on the report.
why is he excited about that?
I'm
I don't
impressed
know.
Laura was able to realize it so quickly.
I've been attending every day since I was first baptized here as a child. That's how pious I am. But I
That's
don't
not
like
something
Congratulations.
you-
It's not like I'm a clergy member. I just love mystical places like this. There's an otherworldly feeling to it, you know? I love researching
No,
this
not
type
really.
of stuff, which is why I've been keeping an eye on Nailman activity for a while now.
So, you know a lot about the Nailman.
That's an understatement. In fact, you could say I'm an expert in Nailman research.
In that case, what do you think about the Clocktower murder? Though it seems the suspect has already been arrested.
I think he was framed.
You
Whoa.
do? Then who do you think the real killer is?
The real Nailman, obviously. The peacekeepers are making a big mistake. Listen, the Nailman exists. The Nailman is summoned through ritual and commits murder based on a sacrificial doll.
That's impossible.
Yeah, I get it.
It's one of these
You
people.
probably want
Uh-huh.
proof. In that case, look for a doll in the forest. You'll find a nailed doll with a name tag for the dark ceremony.
I love
Whoever's
dark
name is
ceremonies.
on it is the Nailman's next target. Just follow someone in town with the same name. If you're lucky, you might have
If
a
this
run-in
is
with
true,
the Nailman.
why the fuck? Okay.
Fortunately,
Ugh,
wasn't
I
so
don't
lucky.
know.
I've missed him by just a hair 4 times already.
I see. So you can guess the next victim based on each doll's name tag.
I don't think that's a guess.
So
I think
close
that's just
to
like
Yeah.
too.
a hit
I
list.
found someone whose name
the right word
matched
for
a
it?
name tag and figured out she was heading to the clock tower. I called the peacekeepers and entered the clock tower, but I was too late. Damn it! If only I'd acted sooner. I was so close to meeting the Nailman.
Guess he just wants to meet the Nailman and doesn't care about preventing the murders. So he's an occult enthusiast? Seems like a huge
Fucking
weirdo.
weirdo. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you said that at the exact same time as Shinigami.
Fucking
I've talked to
weirdo.
everyone. Halara, is there anything you'd like to ask them?
Only end your turn once you've secured a shot at victory.
What the fuck?
Does that mean I should gather more information? What else
Okay,
should I ask
Halara.
about?
Thank you, Halara. Very cool. Crocodilo.
There have been several Nailman cases in the past,
Oh,
right?
you know what? Shit.
Does anyone know anything about past cases?
You
mean, that
know
one
a lot
guy
about
does.
these things, right?
Yeah, you can ask me anything about the Nailman, including all past cases, obviously. I was the first to find the body every time.
Huh?
Huh?
Every time?
There's no reason to look surprised. I already told you how I did it. I find dolls with name tags in the forest. Then, I look for whoever's supposed to be the next victim. But every time I find a victim, they're already dead.
Being the first on scene each time sounds super suspicious.
A little
You think I'm
suspect.
suspicious, don't you?
Yes.
Suppose
Yeah,
you would.
tell me.
The first
Like,
person
once
on
or
the scene
twice?
can
Like,
always
hell,
lie and
even
say they
once?
discovered the body in a locked room.
You're the
Smile.
first.
But the thing is, I've never been alone when I've discovered a body. All of the crime scenes had no way in or out, so I'd open them with someone nearby, or by asking the peacekeepers.
So the body's discovery was never done alone. If that's true, then all the rooms really were locked.
Master, why don't you ask for more details about past cases for now?
Can you tell me more about each case?
There have been 3
Bazoo!
mailman cases in the
Bazoo!
past 6 months, excluding the one at the
Sure.
clock tower. The first happened 6 months ago at a secret
sweet
club
heart.
in Kamasaki district.
Mhm.
It's
was
essentially
very
a
cool.
members-only casino.
I do hope
The
I get to
victim
meet him at a
won the
con
case.
eventually.
At the
You
time,
should.
Like I was talking about
the
earlier.
Nailman
They're-
was
they're so
just a
fucking
name you'd
cozy.
sometimes hear about in urban legends. But I had a personal interest in the Nailman, so I started researching him, and then it happened.
What
I came
personal
across
interest could you
another
have in a
murder
serial
while
killer?
investigating a
Well,
name
you
tag
know.
I found in the forest. I knew then that it had to be the Nailman.
And that crime scene was also within a locked room?
Yeah, all of the Nailman crime scenes have common characteristics. There's always a corpse and doll coated in nails, and also the murderer
Hug you
leaves
lost,
no
also cuddle,
trace
maybe?
behind.
Hell yeah.
I'll take the
Isn't that
hugs.
bizarre?
For sure.
See why I'm so interested in the Nailman?
I'll be busy cuddling Cider though, unfortunately.
Don't empathize with him.
What? Just get
The
a
secret club was the
big
first
bed
locked
that
room
can
mystery.
allow
As
3-person
for the
cuddles.
second,
Easy.
True.
it
We'll
was
sit
at
on the
a
couch.
mansion in the
Hell yeah.
residential
Watch movie.
area near
Hug.
Ginma district. About 3 months ago, the owner of the mansion was murdered in the building's study. The crime scene again took place in a locked room with a corpse and doll covered in nails inside. Considering all this, there's no doubt it was committed by the Nailman. By then, I knew the legendary Nailman had descended upon Kanai Ward.
Homie, you're
The
getting too
third
excited
locked room
about
mystery
this.
occurred a month ago. A woman was killed in an art gallery storage in Ginma district. It also featured a body and a doll covered in nails in a completely locked room. And today, the 4th locked room mystery happened at the clock tower. That's every single Nailman case. At least, for now. I'm sure the
Homie.
Nailman will continue on. He
Homie.
will enact revenge for the people of Kanai Ward.
Huh.
Yeah, you're only a little suspect, dude.
That reminds me. Is there any information about the dolls used in the Nailman ceremonies? I know a few have been found at the crime scenes, too.
You find that stuff in any doll shop.
Doll shop?
Huh? You haven't seen one? What are you, a foreigner or something? Around here, all the craft shops have been selling fancy dolls for a long time. They were mostly souvenirs for tourists. But that industry is long gone now. Some places still sell them at steep discounts just to get rid of their stock. If you know where to look, you'll see mountains of illegally discarded dolls all over the place.
I see. So they aren't much of a clue given how easy they are to obtain. Has anyone noticed strange things happening near the church lately?
Wow, what a vague question.
Now that you mention it,
What is it? Please, any small detail will help.
something strange was burning in the incinerator earlier.
What do you mean by strange?
Like, I thought it was a rope, but all I can say is it looked strange.
Can you
Okay.
try drawing what it looks like?
Okay.
Draws a squiggle.
It does look like some sort of bizarre rope.
Looks like a centipede with legs missing from one side. Looks delicious.
Shinigami, please.
I was worried that it wasn't supposed to
Delicious?
be burned. So I tried to take it out, but I was too late. It was completely incinerated.
That doesn't look completely.
Well,
I
you
asked
know.
around to see if anyone knew about it, but everyone claimed they hadn't.
I feel like
thrown
they're
away
all in on
anything
it.
like The incinerator is surrounded by a
That'd be cool.
locked fence.
None of
Only
you
clergy
were
can
acting
access
right.
it.
Like fucking.
So, no one here
I guess they're at a
recognized it?
church.
I don't even work
Shouldn't really
here in the
expect anything
first
else.
place.
Only clergy
Sorry,
can
that's
access the
that's way too
incinerator,
aggressive.
Uh-huh.
But no one claims to have thrown it away.
I apologize.
No, I think you're good.
I don't know if this has anything to do with the case, but something's fishy.
A watchmaker was arrested earlier. He's suspected of being involved in the Nailman incident. Does anyone know anything about him?
A watchmaker?
Me trying to figure out what's going
You
on.
mean G.A. Colon? I've asked him to
Listen.
fix the church clock several times. To think that he's the nail man.
Well, it hasn't been proven that he's the culprit yet.
Oh, I see. But if it were him, no one would blame him.
What do you mean?
This
Excuse
city
me?
has completely changed. Everyone is seeking salvation. In some way, the nail man was born out of our situation.
You mean the nailman is what
Nice.
the people actually...
I love how everyone's just so fucking suspicious.
Many would certainly deny it, but the nail dolls continue.
I guess this is what happens when you go to a bunch of
If the
villages.
nail man acts
True.
as an
People
agent,
who,
then they
you
are
know,
also the nail man.
by all means
That's
believe
how I see
like
it.
everything happens for a reason.
Uh-huh.
You know? So like,
That's true. The mailman could be seen as a savior to some people. After all, he kills the people you want dead for you. I mean, the victim had it coming for doing something worth getting killed over, right?
no, it's not how that works. Shinigami, actually.
I think I've asked about everything I wanted to find out.
Looks like time is almost up. Let's get going.
Was that okay?
Yes, it will suffice. Thank you for your cooperation.
God, she's so hot.
Ah, yeah.
I mean, what? They are so hot. I apologize.
You should study their faces well. They may end up being accused of the murders.
I mean, we never even learned their names, just their faces, so...
Huh? You need to remember every face, so you can spot them, even if they flee through a crowd.
Okay, well, the nun's throwing up devil horns, so, you know... I think we got her
Wait,
figured out.
Do you mean the actual culprit is one of them?
Perhaps. There's not enough information yet to act on. We have no time to waste. Let's investigate.
You trying to figure
the
out
other
what's going
crime
on?
scenes. Best not to
Speed
scramble
round.
what little gray matter rests in
We're
your head.
playing as Yuma Cocohead,
So let's
Mhm.
examine
who
the crime
is
scenes
a
chronologically.
master detective in training
Okay.
with terrible
Well, the
amnesia,
first murder
and he's stuck in a city
occurred
that's blocked out from the rest of the world, and also very much hates detectives. And the little ghost thing following around is Shinigami. She's a death god that apparently made a pact with us, but won't tell us anything about it because it will break the pact.
Alright, RruiB, were you paying attention? Where was the scene of the first murder?
Oh God!
That's right, it was the secret club.
Thank
It's
you.
the secret club in the Kamasaki district, right?
Thank you. And as a side note,
That's
Master
I want a long
Detective
time
has
to
something
waste
called a
it.
forte. It's basically a superpower.
Yep. Yuma's is basically that well, as far as we've seen, he can, like, if someone else uses theirs, he also gets the benefit of it.
Or at least can see it happening. For the most part. Wonder if he's just gonna be able to, like, yoink people's fucking fortes. That'd be funny.
Fucking slurp up everyone's powers.
Hello?
True.
I've been thinking. The first incident was 6 months ago, right? If we go to the crime scene now, there's nothing left to investigate.
You think it will be a waste of time? There's no need to worry about that.
So, you have a plan then?
What?
Currently, I'm enjoying
You're working with
playing
Alara and
Baloney
Nightmare.
Tony and
Oh,
Nubbies
hell
and
yeah.
breaking the
We
game.
asked for. Now, let's be swift.
Alright, so speaking of everyone's forensic fortes, what do you think Alara Nightmares is?
Huh? Right.
God, she hasn't done
I don't really
fucking.
get it, but talk
They
about
haven't done anything yet.
confidence.
I'm nodding, but there's zero thoughts in my head. That's valid.
I mean, she did go super fast and beat up all those cops earlier, but that is not related.
Yeah, I was
She's
about to
just
say,
that bad.
that seems like
They're just that badass, honestly.
that seems like just anime shit right there.
This appears to be the crime scene, but it's sealed off. They've left it like this for 6 months?
Look, there's a lot of crime
They
going on.
shirked their
They're-
obligation to
they're-
clean up.
Their last
I
name is
suspect the
Nightmare. It's gonna be something with
peacekeepers
like
are
dreams or
lazy to a
something.
fault.
God, they're so cool.
I love them so much.
It's open. Let's go inside.
Hell yeah, gamer.
Oh.
Honestly,
Whoa.
this seems like Halara's area.
Fucking jam. Halara's the murderer. Anyway.
Damn.
Peacekeepers may be
Figured it
sloppy,
out.
but even they wouldn't leave the crime scene completely untouched. The body was probably found around here. The victim's name is Suguma Iho, an old man who owned this place. His reputation left much to be desired. This place was an illegal casino operating at obscene rates. Even the cheating was rampant.
You sure know a lot about it.
I know a lot about gambling.
I told you, I gathered my own intel while waiting at the cafe. The real interesting note is that this crime scene also had no way in or out. At the time of discovery, the door was locked from the inside.
There aren't any windows either, which is expected given that it's underground. There are air vents, but they have secure covers barring entry. Besides, no one's able to reach that high up.
No windows. The only way
Yuma!
in and out is the door that was locked from the inside.
People have literal superpowers.
Well, look,
You're a mystery.
until we see otherwise, I guess no one has the ability to, like, teleport or, like,
Yeah,
fly.
okay. I guess so
There's not much
far
more to
everyone's
investigate.
fortes have been like
We don't know
kind
what
of
state the
like
body was in at the
metaphysical,
time
where
of
it's like
discovery.
information
you.
or visual.
Mhm.
The conditions
It's not like
have
an act.
all
It's
been
nobody
met.
has the forte that gives them the ability to fly.
Conditions?
Don't tell
It's all
me
been
you've
somewhat
forgotten
like
I'm a
psychic
master
powers
detective.
kind of
Uh-huh.
deal.
Oh, your forte.
My forte is post-cognition, the power to see the past.
Oh,
As opposed to precognition, where you see the future.
However, it can only be used at murder scenes. To be precise, I can only see how the crime scene appeared at the time it was first discovered. Another way to
Okay.
describe it would be as crime scene limited psychometry,
No.
if that's easier to understand.
no, that's not
That's,
easier.
it's remarkably specific and convenient. Yeah, we love it,
Thank you.
Inglorious.
Welcome, Ingolius.
It's like the perfect forte for a detective.
Also, yeah, that's a fucking awesome power.
Yeah,
I
Jesus.
love
See
them
the moment
immediately.
The first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered. The memory or perception of the witness does not affect my postcognition. What I see is what actually was there. When it comes to my power, the witness is not a camera or a recording device, but rather a trigger.
Unfortunately, it does mean you need to kill someone every time you need to find your car keys. Like, it's a worthwhile,
True.
worthwhile sacrifice.
Perhaps the best way to think of it is like a bookmark stuck between the pages of when the body was found. Well, there's no point in wasting more time explaining. Let's have a look.
No, you
Wow,
actually did a very good
Yeah,
job of
honestly,
explaining it.
yeah.
Explains
It
with
was very
confidence.
concise the first time. You
Similar
did not
to
need
the Mystery
to.
Labyrinth, where I recreate the crime scene in your mind. But now it's done in the real world. Although, it is limited to both the crime scene and the moment of first discovery.
But still, it's amazing.
On the other hand, my master's got nothing. Why is life so unfair? Now I'm angry. Master,
Thank you,
can
Shinigami,
I
very
nibble on
cool.
your heart to help cheer me up?
Of
No.
course not.
Are they like
Oh, no.
covering their eye?
Oh no, Halora has the migraine.
Thank you, Halara. Very cool.
Post-cognition. I wonder what it's like. All I can do
Do we
is
go
Can we go
gambling? I
gambling?
wish.
No.
Well, do I have some good news for you?
What is it this time?
Master, try to remember. Did you feel anything back on the Amaterasu Express? You know, when the other master detectives used their powers?
Uh-huh.
This
The
sensation.
command.
I felt it when Aphex used his powers. Somehow, it feels like I can hear what Poochie hears.
Miss Poochie every day.
Right. I can sense whenever a master detective uses their power.
Yes, that's it! Maybe your coalescence will work now.
Coalescence?
Excuse me?
Simply put, it's the ability to share someone else's power. On the train, you only felt the resonance of other people's fortes, but its true function is to share their powers.
Wait, then that means I can also see the scene in the past with Halara? That's amazing! Is this your ability, Shinigami?
Something like that. But there are conditions for
No.
it to activate.
No, it's his forte.
You must kiss someone to share their ability.
What? Kiss Halara?
Ha! I lied. Look at you
Thank you.
blush. Did you really want to? You still don't know if Halara's a boy or a girl.
Oh, quit messing around and tell me how it works.
There's
You need permission from
Yeah,
the person
honestly.
sharing the ability
how
first.
long
Then you must hold hands
before
while the ability is active.
Shinigami is horny again.
That's it.
Okay, I can do that.
Less
Uh,
than 10
Halara,
minutes.
Halara.
Can I hold your hand?
More than 10
Halara?
minutes.
I need you to be quiet. I'm concentrating.
Sorry, but there's something I want to ask.
I do like that they fast forward some stuff.
Coalescence. Hold hands. You
Oh no, they look
and
angry.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that way I'll be able to see the past too. I think.
My sources made no mention of such an ability. In fact, you're just a trainee.
Yeah, but I just remembered I
I
had
just look over and see the fucking prediction.
it. Anyway, we don't have much time. Let's try it.
Bless you.
I have no intention of getting friendly with you.
Oh, it's not like that.
I despise you.
Oh my god.
Just the thought of holding your hand makes my skin crawl.
I didn't know you hated me so much.
Let me be clear. I don't just hate you in particular. I despise all of humanity equally.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, at least that.
I don't
At least there's
trust
that.
anyone. Except the dead.
I had a feeling. Halara must be a demon straight from hell.
Then why did you choose to help me with the investigation?
As I told you in the beginning, I always work sincerely for the payment I receive. As long as you promise payment, I will promise my utmost efforts as a professional.
Then please, hold my hand. It's necessary for the investigation. You can add this to my bill if you want. You'll agree then, right?
Fine. If it's what I must do as a detective, then I have no choice but to agree.
Hell yeah.
They're just nervous, Lamau. Question, Halara, when was the last time you touched somebody?
Yeah, right?
You confused Yuma. You were told this would happen.
Well, I mean, I guess realistically, if you actually saw this happening,
I can see it. Everything looks different than a moment ago. Incredible. So this is post-cognition.
That's awesome, though.
hmm.
Can you really see it? So your coalescence is real. I didn't expect you to already have your own forte. Well, this does save me the trouble of reporting it back to you. But it's quite inconvenient to keep our hands joined. Very well. Go ahead and lead the investigation.
Me?
If you can see what I see, that would be for the best. I'm only acting as your assistant, after all. This is quite the bizarre crime scene, but unusual crime scenes are expected when you work for the WDO. Now, let's see what you're capable of.
Hell yeah.
Man, Halara does really bounce between being like a friendly mentor character and just an absolute bitch.
That's...
A roulette table.
Wait,
So yeah, we can investigate and then.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. That's... I see.
Wait, so that means the Peacekeepers cleaned up the crime scene mostly?
Uh-huh.
Lovely.
What a rich fragrance! How about a taste, Master?
Shinigami, how are you touching things?
Don't worry about it.
What does that mean?
Hey,
I'm a little bit worried. Ayaka.
That's...
Well,
I like the little cut-ins.
The lock is broken. Maybe someone broke it and forced their way in, like at the clock tower. But from the looks of it, there's no sign of the lock or door being tampered with. That's...
It is a very cool power. Also, Yuma's power is kind of cool.
Uh-huh.
Do you like that it kind of seems like Shinigami might have fucked up a little telling him that
Yeah.
it existed? Because she was like, oh no, that's my power.
Yeah,
Smile.
definitely.
Oh, there's a key in the glass. Is it the key to the room?
seems like it. By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. There's only one master key. It's also a special key that can't be duplicated.
Why not?
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
So this is definitely another locked room mystery! Hooray! I'm so glad I met you!
Yeah,
Yeah.
You just gotta hit this thing and it'll be good as new!
No, Shinigami.
Don't start gambling.
that's...
But
Oh my.
Body. I see a body. The murder scene through Halara's eyes is completely silent. There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, and a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion. This all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem real. There are abnormal decorations all around the crime scene. And it's so quiet.
Oh, is your fucking Shinigami touching stuff? Well, look, she's a little gremlin.
I wouldn't call her a gremlin. More like a terrorist, but you know.
Well, the tomato.
Tomato, yeah.
yeah.
It's a man's corpse. He's
Corpse it is.
probably around 60 years old.
Yep.
His body is
Oh, of
pinned
course.
against the wall with countless nails. There
There's
isn't much
a
bleeding,
countable
so
number
the
here.
nails must have been hammered in after he died.
You're starting to get the hang of this. Not too shabby.
Oh, there are marks on him. Signs that he was strangled. The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
The most basic of basic observations. Well, at least you noticed.
Jesus.
Thank you, Valara.
That's thanks to everything I taught you at the Clocktower. an awesome mentor.
This situation
Shut
is
up.
identical to the murder at the clock tower.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death, and then decorated the room afterward.
But why?
Because it's very hard to nail someone to a wall when they're
Uh-huh.
still alive,
The cover is
Yuma.
in place, but it hasn't been screwed on, which means it could be easily removed, right?
What are you doing? You can't touch what you see in post-cognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
Oh, I see. But I think this will be an important clue. The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters. A thin adult could probably pass through.
There's the window, now there's the vent. Really just hitting
By the way,
every piece here,
Did you
right?
notice the nail below the vent?
Below the vent? Huh, some of the nails are bent downward. Maybe they were hammered in a hurry.
Or perhaps there's another reason.
Another reason? I think that's about it. I have to say, post-cognition is amazing. You can see the exact crime scene the moment the body was first discovered.
It was me. He said vampires are better than
Were you
weewoos.
born
Oh
with this
no.
power?
My forte is no ordinary superpower. It is a highly refined technique heightened through training.
So you weren't
The
able to
werewolf.
use it in the beginning?
Oh,
I
okay.
could, but initially,
Also, that's a
it was
wrong
just
opinion.
ordinary
Yeah, right?
psychometry. Since I was young,
Vampires are
I
not
would
better than
often
werewolves.
get
Werewolves
sudden
are hot.
glimpses of the past, as if I was experiencing a flashback. After a while, touching people or objects resulted in visions flowing through my mind. I only learned it was a form of psychometry after growing older. In the WDO, simply having psychometry as a trainee grants you preferential treatment. But I was not satisfied. I believed I could use this ability more effectively as a detective. And through painstaking effort and training, I gained this ability in 3 days.
Jesus.
3 days?
As I told you earlier, this ability can only see when a corpse is first discovered. It can't be used from the culprit or victim's viewpoint. It is only when a third party first witnesses a crime scene. There are conditions for my post-cognition to activate. First, I must be standing at the crime scene. This condition is absolutely required. I must also know the victim's name and face. That's why prior research is crucial.
That's
Lastly,
fair.
post-cognition is only effective in a 10-meter radius around the body. At this time, I can only see the crime scene and the victim.
They're gonna
Can't
use part of
see
this
any
later,
Uh-huh.
I
things
think,
that
where
were
there's gonna
seen.
be there's
So
gonna be a
if someone was
murder
hiding
where
in a
the
room,
person who discovers it
you
is
wouldn't be
actually
able to
the
see them?
murderer.
No, my ability isn't so good at detecting.
Also,
That
her
sounds like something
power
they'd do in
working-
Danganronpa, honestly.
Still, this is incredible.
Also, her power working rules out that fucking freak show at
Feel free
the
to
church.
summon me whenever you need my help.
Yeah,
'Cause
the
if he was the murderer,
larger
he's not a third-
lad.
No, the other guy
Of
who's like
course,
obsessed with him.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
work for cheap.
Because like that's the guy who
You're
found the
not
body,
gonna
right?
Change your mind on
Mhm.
that, I guess.
Well, I guess he wasn't alone, but we don't really know the specific.
That should do it. There isn't much
But
else
one
to
of her
investigate.
stipulations is like
I've never experienced this before.
it needs to be a third
but
party, right?
It's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my post-cognition. It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
People do
Although
not believe what
he
they
did say
cannot
he was
see.
never alone when he
I have
quote-unquote
often
discovered
been
the
called a
Yeah,
liar.
That's what I mean. Like it
I
could be
suppose
both.
fortes aren't always convenient.
We still have locked room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Ginma District. I have an idea of where to go. Let's hurry there.
onward.
The building we're heading to is accessed through Ginma District. Let's hurry there.
Got a boss. I mean, I'm the boss.
Lamau.
Lamau.
That's what you think.
Look, they told us, you know, they're the assist.
Uh-huh. God, Nubbies is such brain rot.
This is such brain rot. I love it.
It's lovely brain rot, but it is still brain rot.
It rots your brain cutely.
Did you see the run I had the other day that had like a couple, like I think it was like 32 million on Pooput?
Truly insane.
It was very funny.
Side quest.
Say, come on.
Hi, Halara.
Hi, Halara.
I like how Halara is like a sidekick now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's solve this thing.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. Hmm.
oh no. Huh? I see.
Aw.
No. Right.
Say.
A letter delivery.
Huh?
Thank you, Shinigami. Very cool.
Thank you, Shinigami.
All right. Thank you.
Hey,
That's true.
Well,
The suit navy blue from head to toe.
I see.
don't forget this stuff. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Thank God for fast travel. Fast. To investigate, though.
this is...
Corpses, thank you. Thank you, Shinigami.
Thank you, Shinigami.
Very cool.
Oh, this man looks navy blue.
Yeah.
Can't believe he'd bait and switch me. Inside, probably.
Yeah, probably. I want to steal Yuma's boots.
Yeah, they look pretty cool.
I need myself some like high top boots, some rain boots.
Oh,
No.
There was a my friend had a pair of like the thigh high
Ooh.
zip up like leather boots.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
I never got to try them on though because they were like a size 8 and I'm a size 11.
Oh wow, yeah.
I was like, oh.
Might not be the most comfortable fit.
I closed Nubbies and it did the fart sound effect, and now I'm a lot sadder.
Well,
How much Kanai Ward is developing? Well,
I mean, construction everywhere. I think that's the only developing.
Master.
No, I'm gonna tell them. Excuse me, officers.
this
Yeah.
guy's a
We have a
fucking.
dissident over here. He needs
Yeah,
to be
that's
locked up.
He's a fucking dissident. Ooh. Have you seen the game None Shall Intrude?
I don't think so.
It's like one of those card-based roguelikes, kind of like Slay the Spire. But instead of playing as like an adventurer or something, you're a massive dragon, and you're supposed to be like the boss enemy. And you fight off like waves of enemies. It looks very cool, and it just went on sale.
Well?
Nah.
Oh no.
Well.
Huh?
Whoa.
Thanks a lot.
No. Yes, for now. And that's what happened.
Thank goodness. Thank you.
Thank goodness.
Well?
No.
Huh?
Excuse me, sir. Do you know anything about the crime?
But
Did you actually just ask a fire hydrant?
He was just wondering, like, was there a fire hydrant if it's always raining? It's like, wouldn't rely on the rain to put everything out.
Wait, question. Wolfen, are you still here?
sorry.
Come on!
Yeah.
Wolfen's not here. Unlucky. I was gonna ask them if they use Blender or not for animating 3D things when they make mods.
There's a large mansion beyond
Because
the
as
gate
it
over
turns
there.
out,
I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
Blender sucks ass.
That's
Yeah,
probably it.
I remember
Let's go inside.
helping Spelt with the fucking coin redeem. He was making the coins in Blender and just, oh.
I mean, Blender's like a good
closed.
tool. It's just
As
not
expected.
intuitive.
Hmm.
Are you sure?
Lord, that's just breaking and entering.
God, I love them.
Wait!
They're so fucking cool. Laura, let's go do crimes together. And then investigate other crimes.
Huh?
Well,
Go commit crimes.
It looks like a haunted mansion.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around. I have a feeling they'll appear this time.
Yep.
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't
Thank
you
you.
kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of this mansion. He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated. The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go.
Maybe I'll try.
The Nailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room. The first person to find the body was always the same person.
Yeah, we know that.
That worshiper from church? Do you suspect him too?
What he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of potential victims. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
I guess
Ah,
I shouldn't
where-
assume things going into this.
That's right. It's down this hallway. The crime scene is in the room on the right side. There's little time. Let's head straight there.
Ha! Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master? I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper level.
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
Ikami, why are you so,
Horny.
You know,
just jealous?
By the way,
He is.
say, well,
Damn, can't go
Nope,
upstairs.
invisible wall. Hell.
feels like a jump scare's coming up.
My god,
Thank you, Shinigami. Very cool.
terrifying.
So this is the study where the crime took place.
oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here, too. There's nothing left here either. It's all cleaned up.
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can share my post-cognition again here.
Are you sure?
Don't make a big
Thank you.
deal out of it. Just make it quick.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Very well.
Yeah.
Say,
Switch. Okay.
Halara's hands are smaller and softer than I thought. Considering Halara's
Excuse me?
strength, I thought they would be bulkier.
Master, is holding hands all it takes to get you hot and heavy? You're making me sad.
No. Though I am curious, is
Who
Halara
cares?
a man or a woman?
What's wrong? Is something bothering you?
Not at all. I guess it'd be pretty rude to ask now.
Doesn't matter.
However,
It is a little funny that they keep
Uh-huh.
just bringing it up casually.
yeah.
Oh,
Beats me.
Let's see here. Let's take a look around.
the crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber. But the corpse will never wake up again. Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising.
Huh?
The door is the only entrance and exit to the room. There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any
Okay.
escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
Maybe.
Thank you for being a fucking
does that
freak,
mean?
Yuma.
It appears. Well,
Oh!
beats me.
I see.
It appears.
Time for attempt number 300 at trying to get reanimated.
Oh!
It just seems like a lot.
I'm...
Yeah, so far so good.
Sit down right here.
Don't believe I will, thank you.
There's only one doll nailed to the wall. Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes. Maybe there was no room to nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way? Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out. Did the culprit do this on purpose? This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
But it's kind of creepy cute. I want to put one next to the top of a staircase so people can run into it at night.
Perfect plan.
Why would you want to do that?
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Hey, you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain. The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is staring into me. Huh? There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. Looks like a string rubbed against it. How did this mark get here? Yeah.
I see.
This is...
I'll...
There's a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through. And it's also screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
What's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the vents, like something scraped against it.
Really?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 Xian.
You're charging me for it?
I jest. The marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing against it. Did someone hitch a string to it or something? It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
See? I told you I'm useful. I do way more than just float around. You should give me 10,000 Xian as a reward.
Oh,
I'm kidding, a headache. That's...
The door here can only be locked with a key. However, there is only the master key. No spares exist. The scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of a duplicate key. The master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
Under the corpse? But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't confirm if that's true.
Post-cognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse. I have a crime scene photo, taken back then, in my jacket pocket. No detail has slipped past my efforts.
Right. Huh? What's this?
Wait,
God, I forgot about that.
I meant the other
my
photo.
God.
This one's unrelated to the case.
They're adorable.
this
I
is
love
it.
them.
You're right. The key's near the middle of his back. But can this photo be trusted? Could it be something the Peacekeepers fabricated?
The Peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication. After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
That's true. Sorry for being doubtful.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Was that a compliment?
Is that really all it takes to please you?
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay. But why a sketch? How can it help solve the mystery? Also, what was with that cat photo anyway? That's surprisingly cute.
One last thing to examine.
That's true.
It appears.
Alright, attempt number 2 at using Mixamo to help
Victim
animate
is a
RruiB.
well-built man, approximately 30 years old.
Because I
Corpse here
CBA
is
with
also
doing it
covered in
manually.
nails.
You know what? That's fair.
His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age, but along with aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp. There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels now that he's actually dead.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor. But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
But why would the
does it
culprit
mean?
not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood. The nail wounds on the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways, but the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically down toward his waist.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were smushed together after death.
Yeah, it's exactly
That's
that.
disturbing. The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look, there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness is completely different.
There are two different types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice? But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence. Looks like there's nothing left to check.
Finish.
Now we've gathered enough evidence. Though it appears complicated at first glance, the answer is simple.
Yeah.
Huh?
Bird on screen.
Alara,
Oh
did
my
you
god, is
already
that a
solve the locked room
bananas?
mystery?
Bananas.
What? You haven't?
Oh, I raided into them for the first time recently.
I adore bananas.
They're
Love
very
that goober
cool.
so much.
There's no way to solve it with what we have. How is the room locked?
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out.
Yeah, RruiB.
Unless you'd
You
like
figure
to
out what
hire me
happens.
to do it for you.
Because, I mean, I know.
It won't come
Laura
cheap.
knows.
Yeah. Okay, but you are cheating.
I'll figure it out myself.
It's really all about the money with Helara.
The longer I'm with Helara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
Now, let us be swift. Next up is our last crime scene.
But wait!
Make
The
like a
next
tree
one
and
is the
get the
art
hell out of
gallery
here.
in Gima District. We're running low on time, so we must hurry.
Right. The chief's in danger after all.
Because, like, for what it seems like somebody is using some method to get people to kill themselves, in a way. But, like, that doesn't feel correct. Because what that one seemed to me was like he was nailing himself to the floor.
Uh-huh, a little bit. Kind of gives that impression.
So I'm like, you know what I mean?
All will become clear in time. Tell us the answers, oh mystical blue-eyed dinosaurs.
Can we ask Helara for the picture of the cat so we can ask it for
this
answers?
is the art gallery.
No.
It's closed due to special circumstances.
The murder occurred only about a month ago. But I'm certain the crime scene has been cleaned up like the others.
I hope.
Not that it matters to me.
But wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery!
That's what I think of your good ideas.
Did you say something?
I'm going through animations on this
The
software.
crime
It's
scene is
really
deep
fucking
inside
silly.
the art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms.
Because it did not rig RruiB very well,
Oh,
but you
no.
know, it's like
Wasted.
good. It's good enough.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
please!
Because it kind of like blended together his tail and his legs.
Oh!
Well,
Doesn't understand that the tail is not part of the body.
Well, you know.
What is it?
Sorry.
Look,
But to be fair, the program did warn me about tails.
Is this the storage room where the crime scene
They're
took
like,
place?
lol, it doesn't know how to deal with it.
We're
I'm like,
going
yeah,
in.
okay. Okay, thank you, Helara.
Like a couple of thugs or something.
I mean, what did you expect?
Yeah. Look, Helara gets results. You can't argue with that.
True.
Was the first on the scene the person from the church again?
As expected, it's the same worshiper. And he did say he was following the victim after finding a doll with the same name. He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened the storage room, they discovered the body of the victim inside it. The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
ooh, another locked room mystery. That's more total. But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
What do you mean special? People have died. Let's start investigating.
Ika!
Yeah.
Sounds good.
How you feeling, sweetie? Let's start around the door here.
Still ill, I assume.
There are two keys
Little
that
better?
open
Hell
this
yeah.
door. Only
Hell yeah.
one of them was inside the room at the time of discovery. The other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff. That staff member always carried the extra key and used it to enter this room when the corpse was discovered.
Where was the key found inside usually kept?
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly stole it.
Oh my god, I can excuse murder, but not theft.
Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. The other key was always carried by a staff member. If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room mystery, right?
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
I guess you wouldn't.
Countered!
Maybe that's what they want us to think.
Real.
Oh!
Post-cognition reveals the crime scene in slightly faded colors. The room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes, even with the rows of vivid paintings within the art gallery. The smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but the present. If even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming.
Okay.
I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint can over? If so, it could have been used for some sort of trick.
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting a proper investigation. It may have been like this before the murder. Or it could have tipped over when the discovery was first made.
Alright.
You got carried away in the hopes of getting complimented. Aren't you an eager little puppy?
Be quiet.
Oh my.
Yuma's very puppy-coated, I see.
I see.
I see.
Oh fuck, I didn't save it.
Oh.
Fucking vomit.
I want Laura to call me a good puppy. Aw. It's okay, Lycan, you're my good puppy.
And now we just have to get
That's...
you, Ezra, and Jackie to all just, as a group, start accosting like it.
Uh-huh.
Well...
Alright. I've given up, officially.
Damn.
We are going to manually animate RruiB.
Yeah.
So I have to hide his shoulders. So a lot of this is done usually in Unity when the model gets rendered for VR chat.
Oh!
Not so much. And it's as a raw Blender file. I know nothing about this program, so. Hyperclap.
There's a nail stuck in a painting. The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll. Why is there such a fixation on dolls? The crime scenes so far have all been abnormal, but this one's just sick and twisted.
Yuma being surprised that a serial killer is sick and twisted.
Well, you know.
My beloved.
Oh!
I see.
Okay. Dude, looking at RruiB with all the vertices active is fucking horrifying, actually. There he goes. Now he looks normal.
This is... The only way in or out of here besides the door is this window.
The window juts out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for someone to move through. You should check the window in the present, just to make sure.
Currently, it opens outward slightly, but there are no other suspicious traces on it.
I'll have to remove his
Seems impossible
vertices.
to enter or exit through here.
Odds. Show me this man's vertices.
This is... That's...
I just wish I knew how to work this program. Because
That's
as of
fair.
right now, like, attempting to animate in Blender seems like a Herculean task because I don't actually know how to work the program.
Did the culprit leave the storage room after nailing the doll and key to the painting? If that's the case, how did they lock the room? The key was nailed to the picture,
I think I have
so
to
it
do this
couldn't have
again.
been used.
Well, that's what makes it a locked room mystery. I'm sure they figured out some trick.
And I need to find out what that trick is.
The trick is
Be better.
skill issue.
Skill issue, Yuma.
It appears.
No.
Yeah.
This is...
What?
Oh!
Beats
The thing
me.
is, I don't know how to move things without... Oh, here we go. Hello?
The corpse of a young woman. She has nails all over her body, as expected.
The victim's name is Issa Moet. She used her good looks to have relations with many men. The amount of suspects who
Not laughing
could have
about the
written
dead
her
girl.
name on the bill
Uh-huh.
is nearly too high to count.
The victim has those same marks that suggest being strangled to death. Huh? But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from a struggle. And,
You noticed as well.
yeah, there's a wound on the back of her head. It looks pretty deep. This may be the real cause of death.
What does it mean?
That should be enough.
Good job, Coco Head.
That should do it for the room. Next is the window. It would be best to check outside of it. Go ahead. I'll stay here.
Outside the window? All right.
Man, Halara is like impossible to read though.
Uh-huh. And I love them for it.
Because sometimes it feels like they're trying to be like helpful, and sometimes they're just like, you suck.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
Everything he's told, like a good little underling detective.
Halara is right. This is something I took on myself. I can't just rely on everyone else after putting on a tough front for that kid. That's
Yuma,
why
are you over
I
there
have
talking to
do
yourself?
it.
I said go check the window outside.
Or
For
maybe
fuck's sake.
Halara's just taking advantage of you. It's obvious money is that one's only motivation.
Even so, I think it's the right thing to do as a professional detective.
Master, being overly nice for no reason is stupid. It's why you're so deep in debt.
I know, but...
What are you mumbling about? Did you check the window?
Oh, right! I'll do it right away.
Brilliant.
Outside the window?
Holy
Could that have
shit.
anything to do with the locked room?
Nah.
Shinigami, kindly shut your fucking mouth.
I wonder what Halara discovered.
You know, I think Halara is just having fun pushing you around.
I
Is that what
hope
you
that's
think?
not the...
Hi. Let's rest. Actually,
Here's the window.
Why is there such a tiny ass
Well?
window?
See anything strange?
No.
And only for this
nothing
one room.
strange about it.
I see. Try entering through the window.
What? Between the gap? That's impossible.
My
Just
cocoa head
try
wouldn't
it.
even fit.
Okay. I can't. I can't even put my arm through this gap. I can stick a finger in, but that's it.
I thought so. Good job. You can return now.
Huh? Are you sure? Did you figure something out?
Did you not?
No, not at all. What's that about?
Uh-oh.
Someone sus.
Shinigami, you're not even gonna, like, warn him?
Hey! What are you doing here?
Huh? I'm not doing anything shady.
That's
I'll
shady.
call the
Uh-huh.
peacekeepers.
Wait! I'm...
Well, neither of these are good answers.
Yeah, no, because we're obviously not a peacekeeper. But if we tell them we're a detective, I mean, they hate detectives.
Well, no.
I'm a detective. Well, I'm still a trainee detective.
Uh-oh. You sure it's a good idea to reveal yourself like that?
I'm investigating as a detective. I've done nothing to be ashamed of.
Huh? A detective? What's that?
You don't know what a detective is?
I guess detectives aren't that big in Conai Ward. Must be because our fuzzhead chief is lazy.
Well...
We are special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation. We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Huh? Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Hey, Alara. Are you sure it's okay to lie like that?
I've told you before that deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly. By the way, aren't you an employee here? There's something I'd like to ask you. Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
Oh, that would be me.
Oh, that's convenient.
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then I have no choice.
You know, it's pretty cool that we are interrogating a ventriloquist.
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Yeah, his lips are not
Sure.
moving, are they?
Now, please
Save
tell us what happened on the
as.
day of the murder.
That day,
Three.
I was doing my closing procedures when someone from the church appeared. He said he wanted me to help him find someone and that he knew the person was inside the art gallery. So we looked around the premises together, but didn't find anyone. According to him, there was a chance that the person he was looking for was being pursued by the Nail Man. I couldn't help but feel terrified when I heard that.
How did you notice something was off about the storage room?
The lights were on, even though they were usually off, so I went to take a look. The door was locked, so I opened it with the key I had. But I was afraid to go any further. So I let the church person go first and open the door while I watched from behind. And then there was a corpse.
Did you touch the body?
Of course not. I was too afraid and froze at the entrance.
What about the churchgoer?
He saw what happened at the doorway and didn't go any further.
Are you positive you didn't touch anything inside after unlocking the door?
Yes, but the churchgoer accidentally kicked a paint can over when he opened the door, and paint spilled all over the floor.
So that paint was from back then.
Okay, I get the picture. Thank you. You may go now.
Oh, right.
Let's try this again.
That brings all the information together. It's time to resolve the case.
Hell yeah.
Wait! I still have no idea what happened.
Time does not wait for you. Our deadline is approaching. You hurry back to the detective agency.
Huh? What about you?
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name.
Fair enough.
Pilar and Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
And gone. What are you gonna do, Master?
Why are you suddenly acting like an anime
Reject everything we
protagonist?
can.
Well,
All that's
you know what?
left is to point
I
out the
love
true
them for it.
culprit, but
If only it were that easy. Aw, I have no clue what to do.
Stop
being
freaking
so
out.
pathetic.
There you go. Real.
Why don't we go back to
I
the
mean, they're
detective
not an
agency
anime
for now?
protagonist.
We might
Exactly.
get to see Fuzzhead get executed.
Oh, right. We need to help him. I need to hurry back before the chief gets executed.
Right, let's hurry. I want to know how they'll execute him too.
That's all you care about is how. Oh,
I mean,
wow.
real. Can you not fast travel there yet?
For the moment, no.
Oh, because there's like a cutscene trigger.
Mhm.
Okay. Real.
Which, you know what? That's fair.
Come on, let's go! Go, go, go! You better hurry, or Fuzzhead will really be in danger.
I'm going.
Pilara seems to know who the real culprit is.
And I love the music of this game. It's so good.
Come on!
Like, this is
Where's your
just such a vibe.
competitive spirit? You might be a trainee, but you're still a detective.
I think about this song a lot, actually. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and save here. By continuing ahead, it is not possible to return here for some time. Continue.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Well, in that case... Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Be sure to take this opportunity to, you know, stretch, get some water. Do anything you need to do. Love you all. Let's see. I'll go grab my phone real quick, actually.
Oh yeah, back.
Welcome back. Oh no.
It's about time.
Hey, wait! You said I had 3 hours, huh? My watch says I still got 5 minutes!
You need to get your watch repaired. Oh dear. The watchmaker is currently detained as a suspect. Just throw away that piece of trash then.
Damn.
Besides, you're out of time anyway. Take him away.
Wait!
What's
And
that
they all
shuffle?
towards them. That was weird.
Whoa, Yuma! I knew you'd save me!
And you are.
I was the one investigating the Nailman murders.
Oh, I see. So, you're the one who interfered with our work at the Clocktower. Well, I will honor your courage for confessing and turn a blind eye to that incident. You must drop this case. If you do, we will leave without pursuing any further action. That'd be the ideal solution for all of us. What do you say?
Yuma, think carefully about this. Solving the case is good and all, but think about my well-being. Please?
Dropping the case would end this peacefully, but still.
Please! Get my dad back from them! Please!
You may be
It's
a
not really
trainee,
peacefully if an
but you
innocent
are
man is
Yeah,
executed.
well, you know.
Once you have accepted a job, you must finish it.
I can't back down now. The Neilman killings haven't been solved yet. I will find the truth. Huh?
Oh, you've said it now.
Uh-oh.
There's no pulling out of this one anymore.
Then our deal is off. He comes with us. This is for directly interfering with our work and bringing strife to Kanai Ward.
But... Please, wait! Before you go! Please listen to what I've discovered while investigating the past Neilman killings.
You investigated the previous killings. We handle all the information for those cases. Now that they're closed, there's nothing left at the crime scenes. I have no time for your lies.
The Peacekeeper report didn't say anything about the cause of death. All of the victims were strangled to death, weren't they? I suspect this fact hasn't been made public.
How did you know that?
So the cause of death was kept under wraps. I hope you see now. My investigation is legitimate. Please, let me continue. I will catch the true culprit.
I don't know where you obtained that information. However, it appears that you must be arrested as well. You are suspected of espionage. I believe an interrogation is in order.
Oh no.
Take him away.
What? Wait, please listen to me!
You almost had it, but got too carried away, rookie.
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
That's right! Halara! Please help! Halara Nightmare!
It appears you require the aid of a great detective.
Oh, they're so cool.
They are super cool.
Alara's the reason I fell in love with this fucking game.
Halara, you came for me!
Yeah, as I said I would.
You committed acts of violence against the Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers. Not once, but twice.
Some of the bodies holding Yuma that were not there initially, yeah, he was just floating.
Yeah, well, you know.
Can we please keep things on the down low? Mr. Seth, are you alright?
Who do you think we are? In this town,
You are nothing but an audience. The resolution is premiering now. The leading role belongs not to you or me, but to Yuma.
Me? I'm the lead guy here?
I've
Yes,
set
you are
the
the
stage
protagonist.
for you to solve the case. The time has come for you to risk it all as a detective. Expose the true culprit.
What's going on?
I don't know why I was brought here. Can I go home?
So that's what you meant about setting the stage. I mean, Halara did suggest the real killer was among the people at the church. And now I have to point them out here?
Hey, Yuma.
Are
you sure you got this? Are you really sure? There's no
I
room
believe
to
in our
mess up
boy.
here, you know?
Well... What do? I haven't gathered my thoughts yet. It's not like I can just ask for more time here.
Yeah, I don't think so. Laura seems to know the answer already, so
Well,
why
Yako,
don't
he's
you
such a
stand
loser.
for it?
Yup.
But that would waste all of Halara's efforts setting the stage for me.
Huh. So you want to solve this all on your own? If you can't ask Halara for help, why don't you try asking me instead?
You mean the Mystery Labyrinth?
The peacekeepers aren't just gonna stand by and listen to your deduction here. Things are just gonna escalate, and it might even end up with more deaths.
Oh no.
And that's where yours truly comes in. We have the information we need from the investigation. All that's left is to solve the case with the Mystery Labyrinth.
But if I do that...
There's always a price to pay. When I reap the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
Which means the real culprit will die.
Huh? This killer's a total psycho who's already killed many others. Why do you care so much? Don't you want to solve this case, Master? What about your promise to that kid?
What's wrong, Yuma? If you don't hurry, the peacekeepers will wake up.
What is this nonsense about a resolution? I don't have time for this.
I will make you listen by force if needed. That is my job as assistant.
Is that it?
Hurry, or things will start getting bloody around here.
Fine.
That's the spirit. Well, Master, are you mentally and physically prepared?
Hell yeah.
Finally. Does this happen every time?
Uh-huh.
Oh, great. Wouldn't be the same without it.
Yeah, honestly.
That Shinigami's, transformation?
Uh-huh. I love it.
What?
You didn't really freeze time there.
Oh,
I remember.
she did.
Yeah, I actually remember this from the first time you played it,
Uh-huh.
that Alara gets dragged in.
What's this? Has time stopped?
Halara, how are you moving right now?
Yuma, what happened? Is this someone's forte?
Shinigami, Halara's in here too.
Not so.
You knew this would happen?
Master, you used your coalescence, remember? Your ability isn't like some one-way street. You have the power to borrow someone's abilities, and you share yours as well.
Makes sense.
Lara here ended up wandering into the mystery labyrinth because of that effect, I think.
You're not even sure?
Who are you?
This'll take too long to explain, plus I don't feel like it. So I'll take that all over the Master!
I'm glad the audio balancing is still off on that.
Yeah, no, that was awful.
I love just a random Nazca line. Like, why? I mean, I guess it's a mystery.
Wow.
Wow. Oh yeah, I think also you'll get to see how we get the solution keys or whatever, since you were not there last time.
Where am I?
Fair enough.
What should I do? I'll need to explain everything, won't I?
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Halara? Let me explain.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, God.
Yo.
Maybe there is a God.
I love that.
That's how this
I love that
mystery
feature.
labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves, and the truth is encased deep within. I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte. I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As far as I know, no other ability comes close to this. Who are you? I refuse to think you're just a trainee detective.
To be honest, this isn't my ability.
Before you continue, tell me, who is that woman beside you?
Her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the Mystery Labyrinth.
That's me! I'm also Master Scary Cute Mentor.
On to my next question.
You're just gonna ignore me?
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about? We were just investigating the Nailman case together.
The Nailman? We were pursuing that case together?
You don't remember? There was a young boy who wanted to hire a detective and you turned him down.
I do remember you received a request from a child about some case, and you ended up seeking my help. The cost for hiring me was $5,500,000.
Oh, you remember that?
Yeah, of course.
I remember the exact amount.
But I can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall investigating something. My mind is clouded. I don't remember exactly what was being investigated or what was discovered.
Oh.
Could that be?
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth, so outsiders usually can't reach it. If someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would be locked away. Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected. But I guess that part of the pact can't be shared.
This is the Mystery Labyrinth's defense mechanism, then. It makes sense for a vault that protects its treasure, the truth, to have a significant level of security.
Yep, totally not
We're being
strict at
very
all.
normal about this.
Laura here sure is smart.
Halara.
Oh, don't mind her. She gives people random nicknames.
Anyway, since my memories of the case have been taken away, I will provide a supporting role for your investigation.
Supporting role?
As long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant. Well, that's the same as our original agreement.
Uh-huh.
That means we can't rely on Halara's detective skills to blast through this dungeon.
Damn.
That's unfortunate, but it's still nice to have an ally.
Hey, Master, before we head into the Mystery Labyrinth, let's do that thing.
Huh? What thing?
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Gotta get our
Yeah.
funny sword.
You're so creepy. Lara's just like here,
Yo.
fucking watching.
I like to think that none of this is actually necessary. You know what? Same.
Of course it isn't. It's Shinigami. Why would it be necessary?
Well, you know.
This world is just full of surprises. I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies interfering with your progress through the Mystery Labyrinth.
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
I better materialize the solution keys I got during the investigation, too.
Thank you, Shinigami.
That was a lot. Here you go.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
What? Should I use a different hole instead?
Sorry, please don't mind her.
All right, we're all set.
Clearly, it's not
Now,
necessary.
Yep, no.
Handle this mystery labyrinth.
Not even like a little
Target
bit.
is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
I understand that progressing through this mystery labyrinth will allow us to obtain the truth. But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We'd be lost,
The end.
wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for solving the mystery labyrinth.
What?
Oh, what?
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind. Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the mystery labyrinth. And you vanish entirely. In other words, you die.
Why are you laughing?
Oh, potato!
Detective is
Welcome in, potato! Welcome in, potato! Welcome in, raiders!
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always on the line.
Ooh, old school RuneScape, hell yeah.
You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully
Are you
well,
playing it with
Lara.
Poppin again? The terrorist?
Also, welcome on in. We're trying to unriddle a mystery here. Solving this mystery labyrinth.
That's one word for it.
What's this?
They seem to represent the 4 crime scenes. I assume that solving all 4 will allow us to progress.
Oh,
That's what you think.
see.
Doing the chunk-locked iron account and kind of got hard-locked on the grind. No!
You see? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
Thank you, Yuma.
Sure.
Are you going to the 4th locked room?
That's creepy.
Only a little. Only a lot.
Only mostly. 1 in 26 drop chance of bronze bars and the smithing grind at 99. Oh.
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with your powers, did you?
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost die. It looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
The 4th locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman killings.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
The crime was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower. In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
Which means that's the corpse.
Yeah.
Safe bet.
There were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that
Pretty
Nailman guy
Rodechi,
from the
hey.
urban legend.
How are you doing, Rusian?
Ardechi is
Long time
pretty.
no
The
see.
Nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
It's been a while.
Is this like, is this
There's only
happening
one
because like
window, and its
Halara's
shutters were down as well.
Forte is like interacting with the mystery labyrinth? or
I-
whatever?
So the shutters were
Maybe
locked
because,
too.
I mean, they didn't do it for the first one, but I think they do it for the rest, so I don't actually know.
Okay,
This is the 3rd floor
wonderful.
of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
Because both Yuma and Shingu, now we were
really
fucking
is a lot
confused
of
why this
Yeah.
happened, and then they just don't answer it. Great. Moving
At
on.
least I'm pretty
There's a
certain it
locked
happens in
room.
the rest of them. I don't-
Aren't we stuck
It-
in here too?
I've slipped at least once since I've played this game.
Oh no!
Oh, okay. Real.
Master! You're trapped unless you solve this mystery! Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out!
Hey!
That cutscene will never.
It's so
be
good.
normal.
I see. So that's how to make the questions appear.
I'm surprised you're so calm after seeing that.
Look, I already wanted to.
Lamau. Oh.
Where did the culprit flee from? Well, RruiB? Well, she answered.
Window. Because it locks when it closes.
It has to be here.
Thank you, Yuma. Dude, I love the little,
The
like,
culprits must have escaped through the window.
very Danganronpa
Uh-huh.
as
And your
flash
reasoning?
ons. Did James Jars draw your burn friend? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
When I arrived at the scene,
James Jars drew my
the window
himbo. He also drew
shutters
my
were closed.
LPNG out model, which is this
It
one.
was wet underneath the window, but I could tell it was already starting to dry.
Which means
Oh,
The
there's no way
window
for
was
me to.
open not too long
I should.
ago.
Oh, I should get like 3D frames like Mozu has for a Fugi
It's
setup.
likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way
Anyway.
out.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
Here, wait. I'll match.
Yes. This
I'll
style
match
of
your
shutter
European
automatically
YouTuber
locks
and these
okay.
dogs
if
who are
you
both
let
drawn
go
by
of the shutters
Ika.
at the right
Oh.
height. Its momentum pulls it down, and once down, it locks all on its own. In other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it automatically locked.
Makes
In that
sense.
case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way.
Right. Let's try it.
The Nailman killings have already been solved.
Is he that peacekeeper?
It's a mystery, Phantom! The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here to stop us!
No. His hair is fucking insane.
From here, this high up.
This guy is normally insane. I want whatever
If you
he's wearing
fall,
on his back though.
You die. Why don't you give it a try?
Help!
And then Yuma died.
Yup.
And Halara is the main character now. Oh,
Oh.
never mind.
Hey,
Bitch, you thought.
drag me down with you.
We can't leave a guest behind, Halara. It would be downright unmannerly.
Very silly.
So simple. There's
Oh, you're getting a mini game for this?
Yup.
Master.
Oh, you're like in like a battle. Okay.
Yuma, the mystery labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery. So solving it will get us out of this, right?
I think so!
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
The rope that was being
You should have found
burned in the
something during the
incinerator.
Wow,
investigation.
clever.
I was helping you, after all. You must have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to remember.
God, Halara is very astute.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
Concentrate.
Must be it! That's it! We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church. The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window.
I assisted using the rope left behind. Well. Left marks on the nails.
The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it. The culprit
I do
must
not
have
remember
tied
this.
the rope there.
That's
That's
okay.
why those nails have been
need
That
to
was,
clear it at
we
the
had
end.
investigated that one yesterday, so.
Okay.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window. Unless you've had special training for it.
Is that
There's
true?
no way an amateur could manage
Maybe.
it. That can't be how things went down.
I mean, I'd probably suck at climbing a rope.
In that case,
Yeah,
it couldn't
but-
have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
What's that? I can't hear
Well, it was a rope ladder because that's what the guy drew.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Don't worry, I'm right here with you. In spirit, anyway.
This is a cool little minigame.
Uh-huh.
Bye, Yuma.
Good animation.
Very good. Oh, good landing, Halara. I saw her bug out.
Yeah.
I saw that. I don't
Well,
think
you
can
know.
hide that from me.
Look, don't worry about it.
I think.
Yuma, are you okay?
How does shit like that
Yeah,
break?
thanks. You say
Correct. It's all thanks to me. Money well spent, no?
Well, it was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day? Let's get out of this locked room!
Right.
So this is the rope ladder in question. It certainly would help you escape.
Hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
The details of the case are still unclear to me. Was this found in the church's incinerator?
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together. And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall. Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom...
Very
it would have been
complicated.
one long single rope, which they could easily pull down.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major props.
God, I love this game. That's so cool. Such a cool idea for like a game.
The culprit
And it's
used that
kind of
rope
a
ladder to
nice take
escape
on the
the
like the
clock tower.
Danganronpa formula.
What of it?
They are just Persona dungeons, but it's fine.
Change
Well, you know.
our verdict at all. The Watchmaker is the culprit.
Incorrect.
Don't kill the mystery phantom blocking your path!
Yeah.
Dude, that noise is awful.
It's pretty bad.
Also, that animation was fucking terrible for your bitrate, by the way.
No, I want you to know it is crunchy like that in the files.
Permanently?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I mean, like, it was crunchy like that, but then also your bitrate
Yeah,
suffered.
I'm sure it probably also fucked with that too.
The Watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The Watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room and escaped via the rope ladder.
But he was afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the window, he said.
The Watchmaker is afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up. So it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man.
Damn you!
That's probably like the weakest deduction so
Yeah,
far.
honestly.
But like, I mean, I guess, sure. If that's what you have left.
You said these mystery phantoms try to cover up the case, right? Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
Thank you, Ika.
Yeah, thank you for the chai mote spin wobble.
I don't know why, but it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
I love that
Perhaps
emote. I
it is
love that
connected
track
to
that
Conway
plays.
Ward's ultimate secret. All the more reason to seize the truth. Let's go.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
I know, right?
Alara.
Yeah. I'd play their game.
By the way, Yuma, about your sword.
Exclusively.
Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the mystery labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Hellara. So, nope, you can't use the solution blade.
I was
Damn.
merely curious. Regardless, it's best
Very
I
rude.
act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case. Assuming the Watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
I do.
That's me.
Halara, During the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church.
Oh my god.
Prompt and logical. I am quite impressive.
Wait, you tooting your own horn?
Yes. Real. They are allowed to do that.
I see.
Repair some of the Lego sets that I built while I was visiting Cider because I had to take them apart for transit.
You know,
My adorable little Celeste figure. I got a Celeste from Animal Crossing minifigure.
Treasure
Yeah.
chest. Can I open it?
Because I got her little like picnic
A new
set.
solution key.
I need to harass my parents to
We're back
take me
to the
over
original
Lego
spot.
store in our city.
so we cleared the first
I don't want
route.
to go.
We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit, which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the mystery labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't ya?
No, I'm not.
My
We're short on
God.
time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Right.
Thank you.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want, so why not start with the one you're most confident with?
Let's see.
Alright, Rue, which is the one you're the most confident with?
There was the guy who looked like he was like hammered himself into the floor.
I
Not
believe,
particularly confident about it, but you know.
I think that was number 3?
Think so.
The third locked room was a murder that happened.
No,
1 month
it
ago,
was number
in the
2.
art gallery storage in Ginma district, pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
I don't think she was.
Are you going to the
killed.
third locked room?
We'll go to the second one.
The second locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that mansion. The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the second locked room?
There are dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner, and the culprit was also missing from this room. It shares common traits with the other Nailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room, or we're not leaving.
I'll try.
Better do more than try there, buddy.
Well, you know.
The door was
Alright.
locked when the corpse was found.
Where
and
is
the only
Celeste
key
going to
was
sit on my
underneath
desk?
The body. There are no windows that could have been used
At the
to
end of the
escape.
month-ish,
Vent
or
is
beginning of
too
next
small
month,
to fit through.
my
So how
brother and my
did the
dad are
culprit
cleaning
escape
out one
from
of
here?
those storage rooms in our house. And my brother's going to be turning into like a place for him to do his like sewing and stuff. And he has agreed to let me have a like a table and a shelf in there for
Ooh.
Lego stuff, which I'm excited for.
Alright, Rui, where did the culprit flee from? What did he use to escape?
It was the door, wasn't it? Because they had like a rope go through the window above, and I'm assuming that's how they locked it.
Here,
Right?
this has to be the spot. To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right? After locking it from outside in the hallway, How did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Try it. Everything must be verified.
Sure.
That is a very good way to think. Oh.
After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master? Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Hold on, let me think this over. We should go back inside for now.
Huh? Looks like we're locked out.
Way to go.
This is bad, Master!
Oh no!
You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Calm down.
Being
You
punished
just
for
need to
doubt.
solve the mystery.
Yup.
Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
Yes, I'll try.
Better do more than try there, buddy.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they manage to throw the key right under the corpse from here...
Nope.
Oh. Close, but no cigar.
It stopped, but nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse.
There's no way he was like
I
lifting
see.
the body with a rope.
So this is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
Oh, Lara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xi'an. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse. So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in? Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key. But how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
At least give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've
Shinigami
been
just
trying to
totally
figure it
glossing
out
over
for
that.
a while, but
Evidence was left at the scene.
huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide.
Oh, because he was
You
sat
must
up.
figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
They had the fucking rope tied around his neck.
Got it.
Got it?
Look at you,
Just
you're
want
solving the
mystery solved
mysteries.
for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Huh?
Oh, no.
Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master!
No.
Yeah, I instantly knew where this was going. I was just like, no. However, it does mean that you get your favorite little animation after we beat it.
Big prize. I'll need to fit it. I put a fucking like a vitamin drop in my mouth and I can make sure to fucking choke on it. I will die. Oh, a string.
Uh-huh. Fun minigame.
Very cool minigame. What's the point of making it like a spinning barrel?
Just so you can't get all the letters at once, I guess.
But why? Thank you.
Uh-huh. I still love it.
Look, you know, way too good.
That's right. There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
Ika! Hello.
Ah, it's an Ika.
A tiny string could move a whole corpse.
Let me move you because you're still in position from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts.
Finally.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Did somebody say the door to darkness?
Hey RruiB, can you hit me with an exclamation mark DTD?
Excuse me. Exclamation mark DTD.
I would do it, but I'm hitting a dungeon right now.
Oh, did I disable it? I'm gonna cry.
What? Huh?
All I got was your auto shout out.
I'm gonna cry.
That's why you got that audio clip.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Say, fellas, did somebody mention the
Can we try it again?
There we go.
Well, now that Ika's here, I have to be Dog RruiB.
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong.
I still will never get over how good of a job Ika did making Border Collie RruiB.
Right?
Oh,
he's so cute.
The nails in that corpse's leg.
the guy kind of looks like Larry
pierced
Butts.
through his body
Yeah.
and into the floor.
I feel like I said that the last time too, actually. Maybe.
Which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how could the corpse be moved?
This is a lie. The nails in his chest are not.
True. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
That's why Laura made a point of,
think so
oh,
too?
these didn't go into the
I was
floor.
wrong the whole time?
I remember this earlier, yeah.
Huh? The door!
The truth is slipping further away!
Of course it is. Because your deduction is wrong. You people will never reach the truth. This is the end.
Master, let's take him down first!
Don't like his stupid noises.
Yeah, it's not the best.
There was
Okay, so
like
what
a
was
stupid
the-
hair.
What was the DTD command supposed to do?
It's kind of quiet. I didn't turn it up just now, but it's just Mickey. Say, fellas, did someone mention the door to darkness?
Did somebody mention the door to darkness? No, Mickey, in the Organization 13 outfit. I did not.
I did.
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place.
Oh, it was sludge.
It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
I'll slash through this mystery!
The blood stains.
Nerd.
No,
It sucks that his funny little hat doesn't follow him into the mystery labyrinth.
Yeah, right?
But he's gotta, you gotta make sure he's got his signature, Hoge.
Mark style.
Yeah, every like Danganronpa adjacent protag has to have it. It's the law.
I do like that his is like a question mark
in a downward
instead of just a
direction
regular one.
toward his hips.
Oh, true.
If the corpse was
Good point.
motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual bloodstains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered.
Honestly, this makes me want to play a Phoenix Wright game.
Uh-huh.
Real.
I played Apollo Justice by myself, and I watched the anime, which basically was the first 3 games of Ace Attorney, so...
We gotta hurry and get
I've played every one. I didn't do the DLC of one of the games.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter.
Overall, I
As
like
long
them.
as the corpse was pinned to the floor.
Some of the cases suck, but...
Mm-hmm.
Heard about Big Tom looking at you.
Yeah, I was about to say, the big top, like, circus one is the most infamous one I always hear of just being the worst.
No, you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pinned body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned...
As it wasn't.
Uh-huh.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wait!
I won't let you!
So I apologize in advance since I'm still dying.
Yeah, you're good, Dort.
You're allowed to. Well, you're not allowed to die, but it's not your fault that you're sick.
Upper body was sitting up.
That's right! The corpse was sitting up at first.
Uh-huh.
That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
String.
Real.
Uh-huh.
The string I mentioned before was thin but sturdy. It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
I love these little mini games.
String was retrieved.
Oh my god.
The culprit then retrieved
Also learning
all
about
the
like these
string that
cases,
kept
it's like
the
it is
corpse in
insane like
place
the amount of
from
like
outside the door.
nonsense that these people
Yeah.
do.
Like,
Yeah.
I could never come up with half
And
this
with
shit.
nothing to support it.
This is the
top half of the
truth for
corpse fell
literally
back to
every
the floor,
Danganronpa game.
just like how it was discovered.
Every single
Looks like
murder
Seesaw.
case is the most fucking
Yo.
like saw trap bullshit you'll ever see in your life.
Oh my
Like,
god, he
why
made
is
a
this called
ropeway.
I don't know.
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
Meat on the bone.
Like I feel like the most simple murder to ever occur in this series of games was the first one.
I was gonna say, I was just thinking about that,
'Cause
like...
he just beat her to death with a baseball bat, and that it wasn't a baseball, it was a katana. But
The same way the culprit did.
he just
Master,
Yeah, I thought he
you
just
know the
stabbed him.
answer, right?
He stabbed her.
yeah,
Let's finish
yeah,
this.
he just slashed her to death. That was it. To be fair though, it was the only murder that was like a murder of passion.
Master.
Not a passion.
This is suspicious.
What's the word?
You have to recreate the culprit's
Circumstance?
locked room
No.
mystery.
It was accidental. He was self-defending himself and
Maybe
went
you
too
got
far.
the order wrong.
Mm,
First, you need to tie the fishing
true.
line down.
L. Leon. Leon.
Leon!
Oh no, I die. Restart.
First, a knot was tied through a slit in the vent.
Hydrate. All right.
After that,
All
the
three of us
fishing
gotta
line was
hydrate.
drawn away to another location. In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start
now I'm
with
out of
things that
water.
are fixed in place.
Oh man, I got Queen Eternal for my trial.
Sorry.
Wait, what are you
Does
doing?
this location matter, Master?
I'm doing
You
14
said-
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah. That are fixed in place. Well.
That's it! It passed
Oh,
through a
jeez.
doll's eye. And then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else.
this is. Are you really?
Oh? Something marked, so what else?
No, there's no need for the line. You proved that yourself.
Well, fine, he puts it under the neck
The line
first.
was then passed around a certain point on the corpse. That was
His legs.
here, behind the neck. The line ends here to support it. Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull the line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line.
Okay.
Now I guess
but like,
there are 3 points with signs of think it over one more time.
I feel like it's unnecessary to do so many like connections when you could just wrap it around the back.
Well,
then,
you know.
You know.
Now, to return the line to the vent. This kept the corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next...
Next, I just fucking leave.
The culprit exited through the door and locked it with the key. And then...
Master fucking...
The culprit took it home.
Wow.
It is a silver
was
air.
thrown through the gap in the vent.
That's how you get arrested.
Don't worry about it.
Wait.
If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie
Yeah, I don't know if there was the string there.
And then it just got...
Unless it was
you know?
just to make sure that it ended up in the right
supported
spot.
only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key. That's how the culprit created the locked room.
You did it! That's my master!
Hey.
Only 2 more to go.
Also, like, and I still need to do my fucking Arcadian this week, too. Like,
Oh, snap.
The bloodstains were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body, but the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
Sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it.
Poggers.
Poggers.
Finally.
Except...
Hey!
You're the first 3 contestants on the Scythe is right.
Oh my god.
Speaking of...
Okay, everyone, can we get a group eye roll? Thank you.
should get to open it? Which is me, of course.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it. Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
Oh, cool.
All right, let's keep going and solve the remaining locked rooms.
Alright, RruiB, which one do we go to next? The gambling hall or the art gallery?
Gambling hall.
The first locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki district. An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the first locked room?
An abundant amount of chocolate on this shelf under my desk. I blame cider.
Say what?
I have chocolate on this shelf under my desk.
Oh my god.
And I have so much of it.
What a cider move.
Did we get trapped inside a locked room again? If the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place.
Oh.
And they're adorable, but I never finished the boxes of chocolate, so they're just kind of sitting there.
Sounds kind of fun, actually.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies.
There's also this really cute
Yuma, hurry up and
Reese's
take
like
care of
heart
this.
thing.
Yeah, okay.
That his dad actually got us a pair of them during our vacation.
That's cute.
This is where
Potato.
I
Bring it home
was
with me.
forte with my coalescence for
Potato
the
with the let's go gambling.
Oh
This
dang it!
combination allowed
dang
us
it.
to
Oh,
see
dang
the
it.
crime scene as it was in the past. Those are most suspicious.
right, RruiB. Let's see if you're paying attention. Where'd the culprit flee from here, huh?
The vent.
He's sus? He vented?
Here.
He vented, he's sus.
Oh,
Your Honor, he vented.
What about the vent?
God.
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the four corners of the vent cover were removed, which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
Okay. Hello?
Hello, sir.
How ludicrous. You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Based on?
Poking full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
What does that mean?
What a line.
Crunchy!
Yup. Gotta love it. Okay. We have exactly one key here.
How ludicrous.
Oh.
They used the vent.
That's really funny?
It's just a case of when to use it, I guess.
That's utterly impossible.
Okay.
Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there.
That's...
Even if the cover was removed.
Uh-huh.
There's no foothold to use to reach it.
Oh, it's right there.
I'll slash through this mystery.
Exactly, see? Maybe you're the master detective in training.
Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward.
In
The
training.
culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
That would hurt so bad.
Yeah.
Like, assuming they were wearing shoes, your ankles, bro. Oh.
Absolutely killer.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah.
I feel like they expected me to come here first.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah. Without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Damn.
Sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh? Anyway,
Lara
let's
is like
act.
playing like the mentor role.
Uh-huh.
Was footing,
Sorry.
just like you deduced.
Right, let's hurry.
Which is kind of cool. Oh, fuck.
Look, they didn't want to animate it.
The Mystery Labyrinth. Such a bizarre place. I must ask, is there no way to escape besides solving the mysteries?
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that exists.
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one, kinda.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
And that is?
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway. So, never mind. Just concentrate on solving the mystery.
Got it.
They would have to sacrifice her. Lamau.
Lamau.
Bye, Shinigami. Bye. Bye-bye. Also, they're definitely going to use that later, right?
You would think so.
Oh, my chocolate.
There it is! Another treasure! So, who's gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about, whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll? Oh, that's me! Alright, another solution.
Lara would. Sorry.
Yeah, they'd win my vote.
Looks like another
Wait, I
clue
wonder.
leading us toward the culprit.
Someone pen.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble. And given the size of the vent, Only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit.
Yep,
must
Halara
be
won.
thin.
Yep. Cool.
We're narrowing down the
I
possibilities
looked it up.
quite nicely.
Keep it up,
I'd imagine
This is all
Halara,
thanks to my training.
Yako, in no particular order, and be number 3. I mean,
Let's
my
solve
number
the
3 would
rest.
be Vivia.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like close. Number 1 is Halara.
Uh-huh.
Number 2 is actually Shinigami.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Number 3 is Yako.
Uh-huh.
Number 4 is
The
Yuma.
third locked room was a murder.
And
that
number 5
happened
is Vivia.
1 month ago
Oh,
in
yeah?
the art gallery storage in Ginma district. Pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman
Fucking-
was boom killed.
The
If you think
dickhead
you're up
is
for it,
number
then
10.
let's
Oh
solve
my
this
god.
thing.
By like
Are you going to
a
the
decent
third
margin.
Oh
By like a whole 100 points.
my gosh.
Let's go gambling.
Go gambling. Alright, let's
Aw, dang it.
do some art.
I can't
Did
stop
we
winning.
get stuck inside a locked room again?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just
Like
enough
5
to fit a
centimeters
finger in.
wide.
The
apparently.
frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
See, this one I have no fucking clue.
This one, yeah, this one was the one where I remember being kind of confused. But it is just the door.
Here.
Okay, I kind of thought so. It was gonna be a similar
I think
situation
the
to
culprit could have only
the.
escaped from here, but
Just overthinking it, but it's just that simple.
To the like rope one, where it's like he has some way of locking it from the
Nothing's
inside.
happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
no, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door. I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door
Somehow,
from the outside after committing the crime.
Zilch came back to
The
life
culprit
and
just
used a
came
rat.
so
to
Uh-huh,
lock the door.
exactly. Yeah, wow.
Would that
Damn it.
really
I
be
thought
considered a
you
locked
wouldn't
room mystery?
think about that.
Well, there are only
Real.
2 keys to the storage space, and the
You know what's
design
fucked
makes
up?
them impossible
Discord's
to
like
duplicate.
auto
that
suppression of like
thanks to you,
background noise and
Halara.
stuff.
Uh-huh.
It keeps like
One of the keys
suppressing
is
my
always
laugh.
carried by that one employee.
I'm like,
It
I'm
was
not
used
that
when the body was
annoying.
first discovered,
Wah.
right?
Damn.
And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a
It's like when
painting.
Discord tells me I'm spelling the word color wrong because I'm spelling it the Canadian way.
Oh no.
Oh, that's totally it.
Every program
see.
does that though.
I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma, can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't? How about you go and
love
check
that every
outside the
time.
window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
You haven't. Go rewatch that fucking Little Mermaid comic that you.
Oh, it's
showed
so
on my
good.
thing.
Yeah, like in RruiB had
Hey,
like
didn't
video
you already check this in
requests
the real world?
on
Why
the
do it again?
on his stream that he was doing today. So I'll put in the fucking Little Mermaid comic.
Oh my
Oh hell yeah!
Sounds like a
Check
horse.
it twice. There must be an
Sound like
important
2
clue
horses.
outside that
Dink
window.
is that noise?
What the dink is that
Maybe
noise?
the
I
culprit
think it's
threw
that
the key in
noise.
through the window. And that way, the key would be found
His
inside.
7 vagina.
Well, how about
I
that
fucking
theory?
cry.
7 vaginas. Maybe more.
Maybe more.
Just imagine.
Is this the storage key?
Which means...
Not the time.
This one's a freebie! I was right! Just Toss it in there, Master.
The culprits threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer?
No,
Did the
it was
culprit
nailed down.
throw the key in from the window?
Very loud, incorrect buzzer noise.
Master, hurry up and throw the key! Your footing's crumbling away!
He ate the key.
Oh!
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
Unlucky.
Skitlish you.
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master, you got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good
I like how
luck,
Laura's like
Master.
acting like a tutorial,
Uh-huh.
like a better tutorial than Shinigami was, really.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery. First, do something about that doll.
Take pain.
All right, first, take the painting.
Ugh. Apologies.
It had 2 nails in it, right?
How dare you?
I don't.
It's 8 legs,
The
right?
culprit nailed the doll onto the painting.
Fuck
Next,
off.
both were stood up at a certain location.
Propped up over here.
Man, I still can't
The
believe
painting
those
was stood
stickers
up
haven't
facing
arrived.
the window.
I'm
Now
upset.
the
They might have
doll
been
is
kicked
right
back. I
next
just
to
haven't
the
checked my
window.
PO box.
Oh, that's
Why?
right.
Which I don't know why that happened, unless maybe it was slightly too much weight for the stamp.
Then the culprit went outside.
I don't know
The door
why,
was
because I've
locked,
sent
and it went to
stickers
the other
like
side of the
with the
storage
same
room.
amount.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not the end of the world. He still doesn't know.
I can see
Yeah,
the
I mean,
painting
I
and doll
would
through
just
the
at this point
window,
hope that I got
but I
them
can barely
Yeah.
fit my hand
back
through
and
the
it's not just
gap.
lost in the
The doll's
mail.
got a nail in
He
it.
does think
Problem
he's
is
still
that key in your
receiving
hand,
the
Master.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
The culprit took
biggest
the key
grift of all
and
time.
then- The culprit nailed the key to the painting along with the doll from outside the window. Finally,
I
pushed
zoned
the
out for like
painting
2
into the room.
seconds.
So yeah, we propped up.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay. I
It
see. I see.
completes the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit did it.
Good job, Yuma.
Yay.
Proud of you.
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by... Wait, you mean me?
Well, I mean,
Yes, we mean you.
you did think that they just threw it in.
You almost got Yuma murdered.
What is it?
Oh!
Well, hey, a treasure chest!
It does seem like a
Who's
lot of
gonna open
effort.
this one?
Mhm.
We
For,
should
like,
let the meanest one of us
nothing.
open it.
How would you decide that?
Like this. I'm the meanest. Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty!
Huh? Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
Damn.
That's terrible. I suddenly feel
I was about
so
to say,
tired.
it feels like that seemed like pointless. Like there wasn't any information garnered from. Because at least from the Clocktower murder, we knew that it had to be one of the clergy members because of the rope.
The gambling place, we knew it had to be a thin guy because he had to escape from that.
For all the locked rooms.
Exactly.
We make a pretty good team.
And the third one
Don't you
was
think
just
so?
like, oh yeah, they stuck their hand through a window and killed a person.
Well,
Pog.
what do we do from here? I
God?
see.
Hello?
The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries.
I like the doll flying around T-posing.
Now let's go.
I have to find a place.
Right.
Me.
Again, I gotta ask. Who's supposed to be the protagonist
Cider
here?
brought me like the big like plane set.
Uh-huh.
Not big. Like the 3-in-1 creator plane set. I don't know where to put it. Kind of unyieldy.
This place is creepy.
Don't be afraid to roll the dice. You must keep pursuing the truth. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Volley, you want this? I know you didn't like the Lego bird, but what about the Lego plane? He was very mad that I was holding the little duck. He's currently sitting here very angry at me.
He fucking hates it.
It's like he's fucking cheating on me.
Is this some dungeon?
What is the meaning of this? Let me out of here!
Let me
Oh, hello.
out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
I have nothing to do with the case.
I'm not the culprit! Let me go!
Wow, they're all here.
So now we must pick out the true culprit of this case.
The true culprit.
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here. You should have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit. To be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
You sure are honest.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true detective.
That's
Now
sweet.
tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not mistaken about you. With your logic, anything is possible.
All right, I'll try.
Oh.
Ooh, somebody's guilty. My heart's
That was cute.
pounding.
Is the nail man.
I'm not the nail man.
I'm not the culprit!
I love this like Sukeban nun sort of design they have going on here.
I be the nail man.
With the cat ears for some reason.
All right, Rui, who is it?
Some people just have that. For some reason.
How can I be the nail man?
It's not the big guy,
Yeah, it's not the big guy.
but he seemed
not
awfully
nail
fucking
man.
suspicious.
I'd say, considering they had to climb down from the clock tower, probably not the nun.
Probably not the girl with the broken arm. You're
Yeah.
right. My bad.
I'm not the culprit!
Leaves us
I be the
50-50
nail
here.
This is literally the that blue-haired guy is like the most suspicious man.
Yeah, honestly, he's the most
But,
suspicious motherfucker.
But it also can't really be him because of
I'm
the
not
whole
the
like.
culprit!
Because of the whole, it has to be a member of the clergy.
Oh, is he
Like-
not a member of the clergy?
No, he very expressly made that
I'm not
point
the culprit.
that he is not.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Wait,
only the
culprit
clergy had the
Is
incinerator
you,
access.
Father.
Yeah, that's when you narrow down the
That's
other two, it
an
could only be him.
Ridiculous thing to say.
Him again? Why won't he just give up?
You're saying the priest, a man of the cloth, is the culprit. That's impossible. How dare
Let's be honest here,
speak
church
such
members have done worse
nonsense.
things.
Yeah, huh?
Right! Do not
Yeah,
make baseless
real.
accusations. The culprit has to be someone else.
Yuma, can I leave this to you?
It's not a baseless accusation. You're the
Oh,
only
he's
one
angry.
who could possibly be the culprit.
Yeah, he's got a lightning bolt a whole gay now. In the portrait.
You're acting like a real detective.
Yumakoko heads only do this when being threatened.
Uh-huh.
I love the little dialogue portraits. They're always so fun. Especially when characters have like their intense stare looks. They are very well drawn.
Okay, well he's got a hammer and nails on his little model here. Clearly can't be the nail man.
Clearly innocent.
These are my emotional support hammer and nails.
Oh, okay.
I take them with me everywhere.
I'm a man of the cloth.
Who cares?
It's total
Slashing the first one. Like, no, you're not.
I'm not the mailman. That's it! The first one just over the bodies. The mailman is the worshiper!
This is the truth. The rope ladder used in the clock tower's locked room was found in the incinerator, which only clergy can access.
Okay. The fucking thing back there.
The worshipper
No,
may
don't-
be a regular
Poochie is on this
churchgoer,
list is really funny to me, by the way.
Yeah, honestly.
Wait, what?
so he's no longer a
Sorry, I was just looking at the list.
It's like the
is that
character
a popularity
popularity.
list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why is Poochie there?
Yeah, I don't know, man. She's dead as fuck. Get over it. He's in the game for a solid like,
Church is the culprit?
30 minutes. It is really funny that the like rat guy got beat out by a literal dead girl.
Yes, there's the servant.
To be fair, Jessica fucking sucks.
True.
The servant was able to commit the crime.
No,
Oh,
it has to be
he's
a
too
thin
fat.
person.
He a fat fuck.
He too Lord, you.
He, as me and Tiki were pointing out this morning, is a fat
Climbing up to
idiot,
the
or
underground
another word for
casino's
him,
window
though.
with only nails for footing would require considerable agility. Judging by the size
Like,
of the window,
what's
there's no way someone of his size could have committed
neutral
the crime.
reference to him, though. I'm like a fat idiot.
No!
This is a straight up description.
Absolute
It's pure part dumb of ass and also big.
Uh-huh.
Pog! You're a part dumb of ass.
Yeah, Mystic.
I'm sick! People away.
I'm sick.
She's thin and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
No, because apparently you needed two hands for the one in the study?
Excuse me?
To tie the knot, I guess?
In the mansion study's locked room, the culprit tossed the key behind the corpse with perfect aim.
Oh yeah, and it was her
Oh, her
dominant
dominant
hand.
hand is- yeah,
hand
okay, that
injured.
makes sense.
The nun couldn't have done that.
Unless she's a
Which means
really
she's
good-
not the culprit.
Unless she's either a liar or ambidextrous.
The music's back. It's time to wobble.
Yup.
I'm the wobble.
I love that.
It's
I
not
love
the
the track.
churchgoer, the servants, or
I don't
the
have a
nun.
chai sub, so
There's only one option left. Father, it's you.
I used
You
to.
are the nail man.
Hey, say something quick. Otherwise, they'll pin me as the culprit.
Well,
You're useless. I am a priest in service to God.
Okay.
I also like this track.
Whoa.
I am not the nail man.
You have nails in your back, dude.
Well,
And like string wrapping your body.
What god would make you this ugly?
damn.
Real.
All your proof is nothing but fantasy. You don't have a single piece of hard evidence.
Hard evidence?
But Master, you do! It's easy.
Based on the facts, the priest must be the culprit.
the decisive evidence that proves it is... I don't know. What do I do? What do I do?
A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Listen, a detective isn't an arbiter of justice. Unraveling a case is top priority, even with questionable methods.
What do you mean?
In short, you must get them to confess. Use everything in your arsenal, even if it requires bluffing.
Use everything?
Don't hesitate to use anything that might give you an advantage. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Always remember that.
Yeah, we gotta bluff. We gotta pull a Phoenix, right?
In other words, I should just claim I have solid evidence.
Gotta take a
But
back
what can
door.
I use as a bluff?
I don't know if bluffing against the physical manifestation of a lie is a good idea, but Phoenix right this beyond. Thank you, Mystic. Very cool.
Enough with your stupid fantasies! Everything you say.
I miss streaming with people as often as I used to. I need to just like hang out and call them more.
Do you have any proof that I'm the culprit? Did you find my fingerprint? Did you find my blood? Of course there's no evidence.
I wanted to dodge it at the last second.
This is the truth.
I dodged into it so I could dodge out. Got hit. Had a skill issue.
You left clear
Actually,
evidence
get
at
it.
the clock tower's crime scene. There were footprints left under the window in the mud. When we inspected them, we found out they perfectly match your footprints.
Oh my god.
Impossible. I already burned those shoes in the incinerator.
You gave yourself away.
Lucky.
I swear, I only enacted justice in the name of God.
Looks like
Worst
it worked.
motive.
Good job.
Literally,
Thanks.
the worst possible motive.
Carnal Ward is rotten to the core. To save it, someone had to get their hands dirty. Those slain were the evil incarnate that harmed others. That's why the people asked the nailmen to kill them. Evil must be punished. And so, I strangled them.
I hate that.
Made them suffer. All I did was slay evil.
Oh, is that all?
Oh.
Oh, well, better let him go, guys. What happened to the other guy?
If someone hates somebody bad enough, they give that name to the Nailman. And this priest went around killing those people as the Nailman.
The urban legend offered targets for murder.
A priest is supposed to be the voice of God, but he went around killing people because someone wanted them dead. What is awesome?
It's terrible. It's insane to think that he'd kill people for a reason like that.
That could be said about all murders. Insane people kill for insane reasons. Anyway, you did it, Yuma. My expectations of you weren't wrong after all.
Is it finally over? Huh, nothing's happening. But last time...
Yeah, the soul of the true culprit who created this mystery labyrinth should appear. And since it didn't, it looks like this isn't over yet.
Huh? It's not over?
There are still mysteries related to the Nailman killings within this mystery labyrinth.
But we solved all of the locked rooms and discovered the true identity of the Nailman. Was I wrong? But the priest even confessed to it.
Calm down, Yuma. There's no need to panic. If the Nailman's identity is exposed and all mysteries are yet to be solved, Then most likely someone else's agenda is involved in this string of killings.
Someone else's agenda?
Meaning the Nailman.
Oh,
didn't
it's
work
almost
alone.
like, you know,
You mean
there's like the
there's
massive
another
corporation that exists, you know,
Yuma,
doing some weird
if you
shit, and,
consider
like
yourself
covering
to
up
be
the
a
murder.
detective, you must see the truth through to the
Padre, you
very
got it,
end.
boss.
No mystery concludes with a dead end. There is nothing we detectives cannot solve.
Hope your will's
Out of
ever.
water, not allowed.
All right.
We have to review these killings from a different perspective.
Fair enough.
My husband is off work.
Oh my god.
Out of the 4 locked rooms, if any of them were hiding a mysterious secret, it would be the room that's obviously different from the others.
Different?
Master, I get the feeling you want my help. Isn't that right? That's what you want, right?
Huh?
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you when you're so helpless like that. Okay, Master. Lay it
Cider's gonna be
on.
listening on the way home, so he'll be lurking.
Hell yeah. Alright, RruiB, so which one was different?
Which one was, wait. Which one was different? I mean, there was the one that we, like, literally learned nothing from.
Was it like the casino?
It was like the painting one.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Because the casino guy was a psycho.
Are you ready to play the Shinigami puzzle?
Hey, yes, Cider.
Hey, not me. Mega consume Rodechi taco. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Cider did such a good job recreating the Mega Consume emote, though.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's actually shocking how well of a job he did. Not shocking, but impressive. The right word.
I just love this cutesy like pose and it just
Yup.
Just
Hey, y'all
driving
driving
home from work. Hi, sweetie. Hi, y'all.
Hope you had a good day, Cider.
A new
Abby, did you
path's
figure out your
opened up.
Bluetooth? Are we gonna be on your
Seems to be a
Bluetooth?
hidden passage.
Can you turn
If
us up to
so,
max so we
then
can
the
yell at the
truth should
people
be
driving next to
somewhere
you?
down there. Let's go.
Yeah.
Nice turn signal, asshole.
Dude, the amount of times we almost got murdered on the... My tooth is so blue. The amount of times we almost got murdered on the road is fucking ridiculous. There was this fucking hunt that was like behind us when we were leaving the mall on the way to the airport. And we were turning, and I guess Cider must have been going too slow for him, like at the speed limit. Because he like just started laying on his horn and then like sped past us, and he was in like this massive red truck with like the raised suspension.
Ah, your penis is small.
Yes. After the guy sped off, I was talking to Cider, like, I wonder if he knows how much of a loser he looks like right now.
The real cause of death is
I
blunt
wonder if
force
he's
trauma.
aware at all.
Yeah, RruiB, the cause of death was different because it was blunt force trauma instead of strangulation.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And they feigned strangulation.
Uh-huh.
Here's another obstacle, but it's likely to be an insignificant one. Yuma, let's solve this mystery and move on.
Right.
I love the skeletons doing ballet poses back there.
I love how, like, near the start of this, she was like, yeah, I don't intend to be friends with you. And they act a lot like friends right now.
Right here!
the strangulation was faked to imply this crime had the
Are
same
you okay back
perpetrator
there?
as the other 3 incidents.
Oh.
By making the
She's
crime
going
scene
through
as
it.
Yeah,
similar
she's-
as
They're going through it.
This is kind of just
appeared like the mailman was
twitching a little bit.
responsible for an unrelated murder. Which means this was a copycat crime.
Oh my god.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
Others.
Among the string of mailman killings,
I'll cut through
could be
those
some
words.
that were done by copycat criminals.
That has to be why the mystery labyrinth still remains, even after discovering the mailman's identity. So who is the copycat criminal?
Indeed.
Who is it,
We
Rui?
need to uncover this imposter's
The
identity.
kid is here. Are you
All
playing
right.
the kid here?
Yeah, it's the kid. He did it.
Bro.
Knew we couldn't trust a child.
Never trust children.
You can't trust children. Real.
You're accusing me of being the copycat criminal? What the hell? I'll kill your ass!
That's not what you want to say.
No. She just has nothing to say.
I told you already. I have nothing to do with this.
That's what you think.
Somehow. I guess he is obsessed with it. Real.
You are the copycat criminal.
Huh? Me?
Oh, so he is
What
the
are you
most
talking
suspicious
about?
motherfucker.
Yep.
He
I
is?
told you
Okay.
all about the nailman, and even cooperated with your investigation. And now you think I'm a murderer? Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay,
This is
dude.
crazy. Your investigation isn't worth shit. I'll crush you to dust, you filth!
Okay, guy, calm down.
Oh, symbolism.
Uh-huh.
Because he looks like him. Because he's a copycat.
Whoa.
Wow. Whoa.
He's like wearing the mask.
Uh-huh.
Metaphor.
No, this isn't metaphor. That's a different character.
I hate you.
I'm getting the rubber band.
Accuse me of
Do
being
you,
a culprit.
you like put it around her wrist?
I was
Like
just
snap
first
it
on the
tight.
scene.
Oh no, I put it's like a like those rubber bands that they put on lobster claws in order to like prevent them from like pinching you.
Uh-huh.
I do that, but I put it on the beak.
Oh, real. My dad actually,
Could have all been
just
the
the other
nailman.
day, we got like a bunch of like tensor bandage to put in
Cause
our
of
like
death,
medicine
just different
cabinet,
each time,
right?
yeah?
Just in case. And my bird was being really chatty yesterday, and my dad was like, "You should put some of the tensor bandage we bought on his beak." I'm like, "That's fucked up. Why would you say that?"
Accuse me of being the culprit.
Rapid
Did the
tensor
assist.
bandage. But you had to use the assist.
I accidentally used it.
Oh, okay. What does it do?
I think it gives me a shield, looks like.
Yeah?
Okay.
Even if you're a copycat criminal,
Oh my god.
why is it me? Something could be the copycat. The nut could be the copycat. Anyone could have done it.
There we go.
I'll slash through this mystery.
The cause of death in the art gallery was blunt force trauma, faked as a strangling to resemble the nailman's MO. But the murders all being strangulations wasn't made public right away. The only ones who knew that were those who actually set foot on the crime scenes. That includes the mailman himself, the peacekeepers, and the first eyewitnesses on the scene. Which means you! You could have committed the murder in the art gallery.
To be fair, he wasn't alone each time, so.
After him! Some sense into that sensitive, nonsensical
Again,
What?
kind of a weak deduction, but sure.
Well, you know. However, that is important.
It is important,
For the
like,
first
don't
on
get
the
me
scene
wrong.
to
But
also be
linking
the
it to him
culprit
was
is
a little-
rather cliche.
He was always suspicious, but because the real nailman was someone else, I didn't connect the dots. He was fascinated by the nailman, and by studying him, he eventually knew more about him than anyone else. Ultimately, he became the nailman.
It's ironic that he exposed his own crime by knowing too much about the other ones.
Master, the truth is right there! My radar is banging like crazy!
What does that mean?
Banging?
Yeah.
You're just not. Okay, fine. Dude, I'm sitting here like a fucking toddler playing with a toy plane. Like,
Looks like we've
looking
arrived
at
at
it
the
and like
final
taking it apart and putting it back
If
together.
we make him submit, we'll completely solve the mystery labyrinth.
I love having
Don't let your
attention
guard
disorders.
down.
Me too, homie.
It's great. Stimming.
Dude, Lego makes such a good little fidget. I'll find a place for those. What are you doing, Volley? Hey? Oh god.
Yup, it's this
I
mini game
forgot about
again.
this.
Yay!
At least it's not the fucking barrel one.
Unfortunately, not Macro March anymore.
You know what? You're right.
Damn.
Shinigami, you're too late.
God, Shinigami seems a little redundant,
A
but
little
okay.
bit, yeah.
Let's do this, Master!
Also, oh my gosh, Ezra's here. Hello, Ezra.
Not Macro March.
You'll never destroy this port!
07.
Thank you for
Also,
brushing
this
my
just
hair.
feels like that one Amazing Island minigame.
Damn this!
Hide it. Amazing Island. Fuck off.
Stop with
Oh, I
your
love that
lies!
game.
That game is so silly.
Everything was got by the Nailman!
The last time I played it, I made a Sanic.
Dare you accuse me when you have
It
no
looked as
proof?
horrible as you could imagine it would.
Oh yeah, this game. Oh my fucking god. The only experience I have of this game is I think I watched like Alpha Rad play it.
Yep, I was gonna say, that's probably like one of the only reasons it like got into like modern like circulation again, I guess.
Yeah, like the
Thanks to
modern
Hollar's
thought.
forte, we were able to see what each crime scene looked
It'd
like
be
at
crazy
that time.
if they put that on the GameCube like system for the Switch 2, and then they could have like online
Not the
leaderboards.
victim, but how it appeared when a third party first.
That'd actually be wild.
So yeah, Dolores Forte, first eyewitness, not the culprit, not the victim. How it
We
first
used
appeared.
post-cognition to gather all the
First
evidence.
witness saw it.
Oh,
Ezra, I'm
so
going
wouldn't
to
it have been,
throw
like-
you out the window. They have an
Wouldn't it have
ice
been, like,
cube here.
staggered?
They have an ice cube here, and they're just holding it against me.
Oh, good. God, I miss being a pest to my partner. God.
Get away from me! Damn it! Why you? Get away from me! Get
I think
away!
I'll look you.
Get away! Who cares if you use post-cognition? You only saw what I saw as the first person on scene! No clue will help lead you to the culprit!
Is that true?
You're never gonna find the culprit! What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered!
No, I can't. You're the murderer. I'm out.
All right, Rui, what's the answer here?
Wait. This is about the painting thing, right?
Hollar's post-cognition showed us that the paint can at the gallery storage entrance had been knocked over. And according to the art gallery staff member's testimony, that was your doing. You went into the crime scene first, and the art gallery employee behind you noticed you knocking over the paint can. But Hollar's post-cognition only shows the scene when the corpse is first discovered. So if you were the first person to find the body,
Yeah, the paint can
the
would have been
scene
a
before
riot.
the paint can fell over would have been recreated.
Clever.
But it wasn't. The paint can had already been knocked over when the corpse was discovered. That means the first person to find the corpse was the art gallery staff member, not you. The reason you didn't count as the first person to find it is because you're the culprit.
Damn, got on.
This is the truth of the
I
case.
actually totally forgot about the other guy that he was with.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Did something just explode?
Yeah, Ezra's back there getting some ice for their drink. No, you're good, Dory. Or it was just like someone exploding back there.
Shove all your evidence
You have
into
an
the
ice
solution
machine?
blade and slash as hard as you can.
Is the fridge nearby?
Yeah, it's pretty much like, well, not directly behind me, but it's in that direction.
Oh, okay.
No, you're good.
I'm sorry. Yay, macro fight. Time for macro April, guys.
Of course. I miss Culprit
Oh,
Code.
yay, the little game. Hug. I like these. These are funny.
It's time for the funny comic.
Yeah, we love the funny comic.
That art goes fucking hard.
Yeah,
though.
that's
Holy
pretty
shit.
badass.
It does. That's what we got showed at the start for what the mailman was supposed to be, but he's actually just like a fucking priest, which is kind of lame.
Oh, it was only just a member of the clergy. Damn it.
Oh man.
I was hoping for something more interesting. I'm confused, like, why go through all the effort of the locked room mystery, but sure. Well,
Ezra asking me, what kind of mochi is that?
Oh my god. Just a little fucking freaks on the screen.
Fuck off. God damn it. I guess it's because like they were like, yeah, the nailman is summoned, right? So
Oh, so like having like a supernatural element to it.
yeah, they wanted it to be a locked room mystery because they're like the nailman's like a vengeful, you know.
So a lot of like Japanese detective games really like locked room mysteries.
Okay, but to be fair, they are kind of.
Yeah, they are kind of cool.
I do just think about the one in V3 though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I haven't actually played V3.
That's pretty good.
It was the first Danganronpa game I played proper, and I'm glad I did because it was really fun.
That's good. A friend of mine who I used to talk to a lot played didn't like V3. I think it was mostly because they just vastly preferred 2, but I don't know.
I think like initially, because I played V3 back in like 2017, I want to say.
Okay.
And I was like kind of like whatever about the ending, but like coming back to it again, I was like, actually, it's fucking genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I like, I don't know. It's interesting. I should play it at some point. I never beat 2. But I also got a little bit burned out after a little while.
You know what? That's
very
fair.
long game.
Oh yeah, for
Very
sure.
long.
It's a commitment.
And like, I already know the twist at the end.
Well, you know. I mean,
like,
the thing is, I played through 1 and 2 after having read the fucking Something Awful threads back
Yeah,
in
the
the day.
Something Awful forums. God, yeah.
Yeah,
Shoutouts to Oren Ronan.
have to know who the
Oren
nailman
Ronan,
is
you
first.
deserved better.
I watched the anime before I played the games. Not like the anime of the first game, but the anime of the...
Oh, 3, like future arc and past.
Future
Yeah.
arc, yeah, the future arc. That's the one I remember anyway.
With a countless number of nails.
So I knew like they weren't like what was happening in 2 wasn't normal. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
All of the crime
Because 2 does happen before that, so there's like a little bit like of a inconsistency there.
6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district.
The victim was none other than the geezer who owned the place, and the cause of death was strangulation.
You have to
I
chime in.
heard the buy-in to place a bet was pretty steep, and cheating was rampant, so it was obviously a scummy place.
The key to the door was inside of a glass. And the vent that connects outside looked too high for escape to be possible.
The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footholds to climb.
Could you imagine climbing on the nails on the corpse?
My feet like hurt just thinking about it.
My hands too.
The vent was not screwed down at the time of the murder, so it could easily be removed and used as an escape route. second murder happened 3 months ago. It was at a mansion near Gima District.
The victim was some real estate agent who lived there, and the cause of death was again strangulation. He made a lot of money through shady real estate deals, so of course someone would be out to get him.
No, Larry.
No, my main man,
Larry Butts. He just looks like Larry Butts. I think it's the hair.
Yeah, it's definitely the hairstyle.
But the key to that door was
I think Larry had like a yellow jacket.
After the culprit escaped, some sort of trick was used to get the key back into the room.
The fishing line passed from the vent through the eye socket of the doll and propped up the upper body of the corpse.
Why not just like run it behind the neck?
Yeah.
Throw the key in from the vent.
You know, like why the doll? Oh, I guess because he didn't want it to like turn or like fall on its side.
The key was tossed under the
you know
victim
what?
from
That's
the vent,
fair, I guess.
and once the fishing line was retrieved, the corpse's upper body fell over, completing the crime scene.
The nails on the upper body didn't pierce through completely, so it wasn't nailed down at all.
Well, it was just not completely.
The third murder happened 1 month ago in an art gallery storage room in Gima District.
The skank's cause of death was blunt force trauma. She was a pretty lady who let her looks get to her head, and she got boom killed.
Thank
The
you.
key to the storage room was nailed to a painting through a doll. Another trick was used to get the key back inside the room here.
The painting with the doll nailed to it was propped up against the window, and then the culprit left the room. They nailed the key to the painting through the window, knocked it over, and bam! All done!
Those are the truths behind the past 3 cases. And now, there's been another murder at the clock tower in Kanai Ward.
No.
The woman's cause of death was strangulation. Since you told that kid you'd take care of it, we gotta solve this case.
The clock tower crime scene is rather high up on the 3rd floor. The door was locked from the inside. The window shutters were also locked.
Don't spoil it for them.
There was rainwater under the window, and the nails in 2 of the dolls had rub marks.
In other words, the culprit must have hung a rope ladder from the dolls to escape out the window.
Hello, when you said it's
Hey, who the fuck was that?
Raincode all over everyone. Yeah.
With my logic, anything is possible.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you imitating Halara? Anyway.
I was about to say that's not Halara.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a second.
Footing on the way down from the window. That way, they could just pull on one side of the rope to retrieve the whole thing.
Again, this is like Looney Tunes ass logic, man.
You say it's Looney Tunes ass logic, but it works.
It did, but that's the thing. Is like, who the fuck?
Show of your shutters, master.
The rope ladder was collected, then burned in the
Incinerated.
church incinerator, which only clergy have access to.
That's how we know the mailman must be someone from the clergy.
But one question arose from this. The mailman killings share one more characteristic. All the victims were murdered by strangulation. This piece of information wasn't publicized.
The cause of death in the art gallery murder was blunt force trauma.
Can you speak up a little, Shinigami?
Marks were added later.
No, she can't.
Which means that
Please.
it's someone mimicking the mailman. But I already know the identity of the copycat killer.
Yeah, guitar shredding is a little much at this moment.
He's just going hard. He's in the moment.
To pass through the vent.
Someone with the skills to deliver key with precision.
And
Is that
a clergy
something
member with
related
access
to being
the
a priest?
incinerator.
The
Hey.
priest! You're the nailman!
I like how they used their like double perpetrator card so early in this game.
Uh-huh.
They always do it, at least
The
once.
copycat is someone who knows that all of the victims were strangled to death.
Because he was the first witness in each case, the person capable of replicating the mailman's crimes is...
The Worshipper! You're the copycat criminal!
I like how we just never learn these people's names.
True. It was
Irrelevant.
Mr. Yellow. It was Mr. White in the library with the hammer.
Oh, I want to watch 1971's Clue again. I don't know why I preface it like that, but...
Like, let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a movie somewhat recently that was like a...
Cider, have they considered it may have been an amulet of strangulation from Barony? You know, you've got a point.
Okay, but how do you get that off?
true
How do you get that
culprit who brought
off?
this mystery lab
Does it
in.
come off when people die, or?
I see.
I don't know. I've
It
only
looks
played Barony
otherworldly,
like 5 minutes.
But there's an ominous air around it.
Alright, so over to you. When are we doing the Barony
I was only able
stream?
to make it this far thanks to you.
I only kept my part of the deal. You made
I
the
didn't
right
get an
choice
answer,
hiring
ma'am.
me. But I will say one thing. You've taken another step toward being a detective.
Oh.
That much is certain. I, Halara Nightmare, acknowledge you.
Really, Halara? You do?
Cute. It's just sweet.
Time to break this up.
Alright, all eyes on Shinigami.
What's
Thank you,
about to
Jimmy.
happen?
Oh, isn't it obvious? It's the moment we've all been waiting for! Time to boom kill the bad guy!
She does just kind of like murder them.
Yup.
Yep.
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair.
Despair. You're sounding a lot like...
Brilliant
Yes,
soul
Junko
shivering.
Enoshima. Exactly.
Yay!
Sponge
Finally.
this cursed case.
Well, maybe.
Oh, damn it, it was Junko this whole time.
I mean, they do look very similar. And by that, I mean white women. That's it.
I love the piano in this.
Really good.
I remember mentioning it before, but I enjoyed that Shinigami was like, I'm a death god, but I'm going for a pastel god kind of vibe.
It's so good.
It's really good, yeah. She does indeed boom kill them, that's true. Though, like, why?
Oh, you know.
Father?
Are you alright?
What's going on? What happened to those two?
There's no pulse. They're dead.
Dead? What?
What? What is this?
I sure worked hard today. Feels so good to boom kill the murderer.
The mystery labyrinth crumbles when you reap the soul of the true culprit. Then, the cause of the mystery labyrinth's creation pays the price by vanishing with it. I knew this would happen, but it still hurts to see someone die before my eyes. It's like I killed them myself. No, I did kill them. I killed them with the ruthless blade of the truth.
My god, Yuma's a murderer!
Humans boom kill cows and pigs all the time and eat them. You don't feel bad about that, right?
Very different.
These
Sort
were
of-
self-deranged murderers. At least you didn't eat them. If you look at it that way, there's nothing to feel bad about at all.
It's not so simple when it comes to people dying.
Did you people do this? Did you kill them with some kind of poison?
Hey, hold on. I have no idea what's going on here. Too much is happening all at once.
We shall talk at headquarters. Follow me there immediately.
Oh no!
Is it just
We're still in
me,
trouble.
Or are things more complicated now than before?
You know, I'm sitting here
in the
thinking
mystery labyrinth?
why I remember Seth's voice, and I think that's the anthropologist guy.
On me again.
I can believe it.
Potentially.
I can't say no when you ask for help.
little fucked up.
Everyone! Ah! He came back to life! Sorry about that! You see, I'm actually the nail.
What?
These are my final words, so I can't lie. I'm the nailman. The worshiper laying there is just a copycat criminal. Search the church for the tools used in each crime. I'm sure you'll find plenty of evidence. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and check it out. Thanks!
I didn't know you could do that. But that was a super lazy confession. Will it work?
That should do it. We even have witnesses, so this case is closed.
The priest mumbled something, but I couldn't quite hear him. Anyway, everyone here will be taken to Amaterasu operation at once.
What? It wasn't effective at all.
You're so stubborn. This is why I hate authority.
What do we do?
Wait,
Real.
I hear something.
Huh? What now?
Motorbike. Something is heading this way at an alarming speed.
It can't be.
What's he scared of?
Where is that coming from?
Ah, cool. I think I got this in Solution 9.
No. What are you doing?
Oh.
Who are you?
It's Yomi Hellsmile
dare
and
speak so
someone else. I'll
carelessly.
remember her name.
Who do you think I am?
I forgot about Hell Smile.
Hero who defends peace and order in Kanai Ward. Director
I just
of the
remember seeing it from the
Amaterasu
opening.
Peacekeepers. The Honorable Yomi Hellsmile.
That's not your name.
I'm afraid it is.
No, that's not your.
Have you listened to all the rest of these names in this game?
Yes, I know, and they're not real. These guys got their
So he
names
is
from
the
like
head of the Peacekeepers.
fucking
Now you know.
cereal
small
boxes.
fry. Bow down.
That's not your. Tell me your name, and I will. Tell me your real
Look
name.
at that Hell Smile.
Yeah.
Not your deviant art Sona. Your real name.
What are you?
Look, maybe in
doing
this
here?
world, everyone is assigned a deviant art Sona.
No need to be alarmed.
Deviant
Benevolent
art.
Director Yomi.
Damn, I want to be
assigned.
assigned to Deviant Art Sona.
Oh, excuse me
Dude,
for
if
the
everyone got
introduction.
assigned one
I
in
am
like
Vice
middle
Director
school or
of the
something, or even
Peacekeepers,
earlier, dude,
Martina
the world would be free of war.
Alright, what do you think about Martina Electro?
Dude, that's not her name. That's just not her name.
But it is!
But it's not. Doesn't
She's
put her
my
name.
beloved right hand. No one else gets to have her.
What's with him?
That's really creepy.
Master, be careful. This Yomi guy is dangerous.
Huh?
I've never seen anyone emit such a dangerous aura before.
He's that bad?
So, what brings you here? Oh, right. I was so focused on my beloved right hand that I completely forgot.
As mentioned earlier, Director Yomi is here to help. I hear you've been troubled by Seth's unreasonable treatment. Is that right?
Huh?
Director Yomi, what is going on here? Why am I...
We
10,000 years
discovered
jail.
You've been receiving sizable kickbacks for facilitating donations meant for the church. We now know why you were so desperate to clean up all the Nailman buildings. After all, it would be troublesome to lose access to all that money if the priest was arrested as the Nailman.
Wait, please. Director Yomi, I did this under your orders.
Did you say something? Because I didn't hear a thing.
I only did this because you ordered me to.
Seth, you make me sad. I'm the hero and defender of peace in this city. My peacekeepers are proud soldiers of that mission. And yet, you let yourself be corrupted. How could you, Seth? For the sake of the peacekeepers and the peace of Kanai Ward, die.
Taking advantage of your position as a peacekeeper executive is a serious crime. The punishment must be severe.
But...
Damn.
Unlucky.
Sucks to suck.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, I'm annoyed my own underling would betray me like this. I'm so annoyed, I'd go insane if I didn't toy around with my beloved right hand.
It's an honor.
Excuse me.
Like a lizard cutting off its own tail to survive.
Someone like him is in charge of the Peacekeepers?
Don't look him in the eyes. Don't talk to him either. If possible, don't even breathe the same air as him. Though it's probably too late for that.
Well then, to our shit-for-brains friends playing detective. Looks like I have to give you a warning. Know your place in my city and stay there. Follow the rules and don't disturb our peace. Or I'll need you to die!
It's pretty funny.
In this
Little
city,
bit.
Director Yomi is both the law and the Peacekeepers itself. Defying us means you defy law.
Oh, so he's Judge
and
Dredd.
order.
I
You
am
will
the
receive
law.
fitting treatment for such behavior.
Thank you, Redachi.
Behind
Before you were
revelation.
insignificant specks of dust. But now that you've banded together, you've become an eyesore. Detectives, my ass. Annoying little shits.
Wow. That's not very nice.
Thank you, Death
Let's
God.
go, my beloved right hand.
Yes, Director Yomi.
Okay.
That seems like an HR nightmare.
Looks like we've
little
been
bit.
targeted by someone dangerous.
What if she is HR?
Thanks to
Damn.
you! One wrong move and it would have been all over. You got that?
I'm sorry, but...
No buts! None! How did this happen anyway?
Laura, help me out. Please explain what happened. You said you acknowledged me as a detective, didn't you?
What? When did I say that?
Huh?
It's such a shame, Master. Everything that happens in the Mystery Labyrinth gets forgotten.
Brutal.
Elara's memory must have been wiped after entering and leaving the labyrinth. Nothing inside the Mystery Labyrinth can be taken into the real world. Not even memories. Unless you have a contract with yours truly, that is.
But I thought Halara and I had finally reached an understanding.
Memories
That is
from
a
up
little
until you
disappointing.
enter the Mystery Labyrinth are retained. Like the debt you owe for your assignment.
That's awful!
Hey, Yuma! Are you listening? You better make sure this doesn't happen again.
By the way, Chief.
Yeah, you better make sure it
our
doesn't happen like
submarine office
4 or 5
is
more
to
times.
Benor. Are you sure the Peacekeepers didn't mess with it?
What? Seriously? I have to go back and repair it! Yuma, help me out! Follow me!
Yuma, it was supposed to be time for your solution, but we've ended up in a mess.
Huh? Yeah.
Before they could be accused, the true culprit suddenly died. It's my first time dealing with such a thing. Still, I do remember this. You did your absolute best to try and solve the case.
Huh?
You should be proud.
Laura.
Look, the chief is calling for you. You should go.
Right.
Cute.
Thank you.
See, they did end up becoming friends a little bit. Also, I wish
That's
Halara
awesome.
would wink at me.
Same.
God, please.
Wait, how did they just end up making one of the best characters in the series?
Right? Vivia.
No,
Are you serious?
he's chilling.
The Peacekeeper executive was taking bribes from the church?
If Director Yomi said so, it would be considered the truth, even if it isn't.
What about the priest being the nail man?
It's going to be publicly announced as the truth. It appears the priest's strong desire to save others turned him into the nail man. He saw people wishing for revenge as they hammered those nails in the forest, and decided he needed to save them. That was the motive, though it could all be a story made up by the Peacekeepers.
So, what about the kitty cat criminal?
You mean the copycat?
That one was already publicized as well. They say the copycat did it out of admiration for the real nail man.
And in the end, he felt so much guilt that he poisoned himself? None of this really makes any sense.
It sure didn't look like death by poison to me.
It's me! I did it, along with that detective kneeling in penitence over there.
It would make more sense to assume Yomi killed them somehow. Especially when you consider the timing. He'd do it without batting an eye.
Yomi Hellsmile, the director of the Peacekeepers, the leader of our enemy.
I heard he rode in on a dragon.
Yep, exactly. Nailed it for Buki.
No, it was a motorcycle.
From what I've investigated, the Peacekeepers' influence is gaining ground at Amaterasu Corporation. There's some sort of power struggle going on. Seems like they're getting their way internally. I hear that their boss, Yomi, is extraordinarily dangerous.
Extraordinary. So he is very normal? How scary.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
When that
Perhaps the WDO made its move because they saw the warning signs. If that's the case, it could have something
I can
to do
kind of
with
see why
Kanai
she
Ward's
also
ultimate secret.
lost to a dead girl.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret? We still know nothing about it, huh?
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the Nailman incident. I wonder what it could be.
Sheesh, so much to deal with. This sounds exhausting.
Didn't I tell you that from the start?
We have to obey directives from number one, no matter how difficult they are.
Well, we got some very talented master detectives gathered here. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, definitely.
So much. No, everything changes from now on. Yuma,
God, I love
you can take a
Yako.
seat.
He's so good.
My legs feel numb.
Don't stick your neck out recklessly from now on, for everyone's sake. Got it?
Got it.
Hey, we worked super hard. I'm so stressed I could die. Oh wait, but I can't die.
Pretty funny.
Thank you.
Do we have a visitor? That's rare. Yuma, you go get
That's
it.
also
Sure.
You're in a submarine.
Uh-huh.
Why
worry
do you
about
have a visitor? Oh, hello.
Oh, it's you.
But also, how did he know where we
Safe at
were?
home. It's all thanks to you. Thank you for helping us.
No, I just... Well, I'm happy for you.
Aw, look at you getting thanked. You were on your knees just a moment ago.
Be quiet.
Oh, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
Did someone else die or something?
Will you play catch with me?
Oh.
Huh? Catch? But it's raining.
Homie, it's been raining 3 years.
Actually, sure. Let's play.
That's adorable.
The unending rain. My memories still seem like faraway raindrops. My hands still have yet to grasp a single thing. I'm still lost. Is it all right for me to be here? But with the worn baseball gripped in my hand,
Bleeding.
my heart somehow feels lighter.
Oh.
Why I
Yeah.
wanted to be a detective. It could have been for the sake of something so small that it fits in my hand. Maybe I should give myself credit for this small realization.
Oh my god.
So, for just a bit longer, I think I'll keep pretending to be a detective.
I actually forgot about the ending to this. That's very sweet.
Uh-huh. Super cute. I remembered them playing catch, but... Alright, how bad did I fuck up? Yo?
Let's fucking go!
We did it! We're sick with the gamers. And so, that's probably as good a time as any.
Yep. The mystery labyrinth takes so much out of
It
you.
really does. Let's see here. So we'll go over here. I do want to say, you know, thank you all for popping in, even just watching and lurking. You know, thanks. I'd say to RruiB, but I think he's still AFK.
He's bleeding.
Yeah, he's bleeding. You know, it would, you know, the Mystery Labyrinth was just too powerful. Thank you, of course, Ika, for being here. Mwah. Love you.
Mwah.
I'm here. I'm ready to Coco head.
Thank you, Ezra, for popping your head in the last like 30 seconds of stream here. All right, I'm gonna raid Afronasia. Afronasia rules. Currently playing Blueprints. You know, everyone's favorite new kind of puzzle game. All about trying to find a secret room on your uncle's estate.
I think so, yeah.
You would think, having it beaten the game, I would remember that. But yeah, it's super cool. It's got like betrayal aspects to it. So yeah, let's go raid Afro. Oh.